Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Full Throttle Sim Racing Victory Fuel Cup Series here on Full Throttle Television. My name's Brody Hanna, of course, in the booth is Tony Solari. And Tony, we're at the Paperclip, the short track, Martinsville Speedway here in Martinsville, Virginia, for an exciting 250 laps of racing action around this little tight short track. We're going to have some short track racing tonight.
Yeah, this is going to be the shortest and tightest of our next three races here because we got a short track schedule going on. And, yep, Martinsville, like you said, the Paperclip, great place to get a hot dog. Hopefully, we don't see too many hot dogs on the track tonight, and we get through this nice and clean.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys finishing up their qualifying runs. Let's look at our track description here. Again, we call it the Paperclip, Martinsville Speedway here. Once again, the overlays are not playing nice. There we go. Track description. You look at the track. It's got some long straightaways for a short track, Tony, but those corners are tight. They're flat. They're concrete too. And the rubber buildup is playing havoc for some of the guys as well. We're going to have to dodge that a little bit too. It's going to get hot and slick. It's going to be a lot of fun though for us to watch. Those drivers are going to be working hard though in those cars.
This is always one of those stressful tracks, and yeah, I mean it is definitely small, and the corners are small, and they look like you actually have a lot of room out there, and really even on the concrete you do. You can't get too wide on the concrete. I know when you get into that blacktop on the corners, it gets extra loose, but we will see a couple cars kind of go up there maybe for evasive maneuvers or just to kind of give somebody on the inside a little space. But yeah, it's a couple of corners, a couple of nice long drag strips, and a lot of action, and yeah. A lot of turning because we got, 250 laps tonight. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a workout.
Yeah, 250 laps. And we'll look at our points here. Although the left side looks like it's a little off there. But no. That's our last week results from Darlington. Completely different track last week at Darlington Raceway, but still a very tough track actually last week. And another 1-2 dominance by the Hot Lap Heroes. Those guys have finished 1-2 in the last three races. Are dominating right now. You got Joshua Gaiman had a good run last week as well at Darlington, trying to keep that up. Kevin Ruff and Tim Wortman, your top five from last week at Darlington.
Yeah, there's you can definitely see the Hot Lap Heroes. I mean, they got an 80-point lead over third place Richie Coy right now, and Nick Elford's going to try and make an honest man out of Brandon, though. I mean, I know he wants to close up that gap because 49 points would be between those guys. So the rest of the group, though, they've got a little bit of catching up to do because what do we have? We only have another 7 races to go after tonight.
Yeah, 6 races down. We got about 7 to go or 8 to go right there. Martinsville kind of the halfway, actually just past the halfway point. We start the second half of the season tonight. And then we've got Rockingham and Bristol, another couple short, I call Rockingham a short track. Kind of races like a short track, but it's pretty quick. And then you got Bristol. Of course, it's going to be the competitive, really action-packed short track there at Bristol Motor Speedway. Then we head to, where do we go? Kansas, Talladega, and stretch our legs a little bit at some of these bigger tracks. It's a fun schedule coming up, and a couple of rough short tracks to kind of get through before you get there.
Well, and it's going to be tough, and you definitely want to make friends tonight at Martinsville, and you guys want to come out and have a pretty good, clean race again, like I had mentioned, because with the next two, and I do agree with Rockingham, it runs like a short track just because of the speed, and you just want to make friends in those next 2 races too, because the season could become long mentally if you're having a couple rough nights here.
Yeah, for sure. But looking at tonight's race, it's going to be a lot of fun for us to watch. This little short track racing action, tight corners, tight close quarters battles. You can't really get away from each other. You're going to have some cautions to stack it up. And I think it's going to come down to the end, Tony, to when you pit, when you decide to make that last pit stop, put yourself in position towards the front, out of traffic, and give yourself a shot at this win here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if that works out, if we can stay green, it could definitely come down to fuel mileage. I mean, we're going to see a lot of cars going laps down as well. And, just, again, I can't stress enough. Hopefully we see a good, clean race tonight. Everybody should be out there driving with their heads on, screwed tightly, and pay attention to what's going on. Things can happen really quick. We saw that yesterday, too, in the real race. And I love this track. It's one of my favorite ovals. And I just thought, I can't wait to see a good race tonight. I kind of almost wish I was out there, although we don't want to get into the car details, but it's a fun track.
The car can be challenging. The track's going to be challenging. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to throw it to our starting lineup for tonight's Martinsville 250 for the Victory Fuel Cup Series. And starting on pole, you're not going to believe it. It's going to be a lockout for Hot Lap Heroes once again, but it's Tyler Bowers, who had a great qualifying run at Darlington last week, just had some issues early in the race and took him out of contention. He's going to start from pole once again here at Martinsville. In second place is going to be Brandon Fetterplace, our winner from last week. Again, a 1-2 lockout for the front row for Hot Lap Heroes. Starting in third position is going to be last week's third place finisher, the 61 Joshua Gaiman, breaking up the Hot Lap Heroes brigade. He's going to start in third. Fourth spot going to go to another Hot Lap Heroes car. The number 98 of Nick Alfred will start from fourth position. Fifth spot going to the 19 of Richie Coy, looking to get back on track here this week at Martinsville, with Jonathan Atkins in the number 1 Ford right beside him, a couple of teammates on fifth and sixth. Seventh spot going to go to Robert Fitzpatrick Jr., making a return after missing Darlington. Is going to be back in the number 28, 28 Chevrolet. And eighth spot going to go to the 21 of Victor Fluger as they start moving.
All right, so let's pick up number 9th. We have J.P. Burns in car 18. We have Julio Villalobos Jr., car 45 and 10. Lane Allen, car 14 and 11th. Lewis Meglin, car 12 in car 43. Brian Dixon, car 03 in 13th spot. Tim Wortman Jr., 14th spot, car 83. Cameron King, 15th spot, car 92. Ed Boyles Jr., his first time out here, 16th spot in car 38. Kevin Ruff starting 17th in car 99. Mason Hoffner starting 18th in car 30. Then we have Ryan Huff in car 19 in 93. Derek Catt in car 20th car in car 29. And then we have Ben Tracy 21, Alexander Hodge 22nd, Jeff Chandler 23rd, David Duran 24, Wyatt Hunley 25th, Casey McMullen 26th, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. 27th, Brian Bliss 28th. And man, I had to speed through those. I didn't know when we were going green here.
Yeah, we had two. Luckily, I had 2 pace laps here. Yeah, they started moving a little quicker than I expected as well. But yeah, we got the second of 2 pace laps coming to an end here. Again, a front row lockout for Hot Lap Heroes. The number 94, number 34 front row. Let's see if Tyler Bowers can make it to the finish here tonight. He had a strong car. As the pace car peels off, they're going to come around turn 3 and 4, looking for the start of tonight's race. The Martinsville 250 is green, and we're racing here at Martinsville.
Already a little bit of checkup on the inside lane. Or the outside lane, I'm sorry, but it looks like they got that sorted out. Definitely don't want to have an issue here in turn 1.
We do. We got issues on the front stretch.
Ouch. Already.
And caution is out. Yeah, that did not, they barely made it across the line before we had issues. First time here. Ryan Huff involved. Joshua Gaiman in the 61 is apparently not on the track. Hodge involved as well. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened here on the green flag.
I think actually that was Hodge. He just spun him coming to the start.
We're looking at the Hodge machine here. He did. He spun down across the track right in front of the 33 of Ben Tracy. Ryan Huff involved, Casey McMullen, and Brian Bliss in this accident as well.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go on board with him a little bit because I've noticed, I mean, especially with the sequential, you always have that issue where, sometimes you shift in the wrong direction. I've had hardware issue on my shifter as well. I mean, we've seen it time and time again, some guys having issues with the shifting here.
That is certainly not the way you want to start the race there. For all these guys, it's going to have a little bit of damage here. Was that Casey McMullen? He was barely clipped as he went by? No.
No. And actually, no, he did. He successfully shifted into third. But I know with the sequential, there's a little bit of delay. And sometimes if you're too hot in the throttle, it'll kick the car around a little bit.
Actually, McMullen did
it's not a smooth shift always.
McMullen did a good thing to kind of stop and avoid that wreck there. Unfortunately, Ryan Huff was the one that was kind of hooked out of nowhere on that bottom lane. We're right on board with him here. He didn't even know that's happening beside him there. He just barely gets clipped by the car there and spins around in front of the field.
And he was in Discord saying how excited he was about the beginning of this race, and he's probably not being a little excited about
He may not be as excited, as he was before, right. Unfortunately. All right, so all this happens in front of Brian. Let's see what happens to Brian Bliss here. He's another one that comes to a stop behind Casey here. Those guys doing a good job to not get damage here at the beginning of this race. Unfortunately, some of the other guys did get damage. So looks like a spinning his tires is what happened, maybe to Alexander Hodge there.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. It looks like, and again, he was shifting into second, into third. It didn't accidentally downshift onto one, and like I say, sometimes the shifts can be a little abrupt, and you hit a bump or so, and if you're a little bit on that throttle, it could
All right.
get out from you.
We are going green. Pace car's off. We're going to try this again.
Oh, yeah.
Green flag flies, and away we are going once again here. Tyler Bowers retakes the lead. Brandon Fetterplace slots in the second.
Looks like Richie Coy actually gained a spot because, I don't see Joshua Gaiman at all. He's 4 laps down there. And he actually, now that I'm looking, he did drop to Packet upload.
Actually,
Upload.
33 is going to go a lap down here. Just coming out of pit road getting repairs. He'd come out right in front of the leaders. He's going to go a lap, maybe just 1 lap down here.
Yeah, he's the one car right now, 1 lap down. Wyatt Hunley is actually 2 laps down. He's also back out there as well. I mean, fortunately, and unfortunately too, we might see a few more cautions here. So some of these guys should be able to get maybe their positions back or get back on the lead lap. It's better to happen early than later, I ain't going to lie to you.
Yeah, you want to get those issues out of the way early on. And honestly, there's a little scattering going on back here.
Yeah.
Brian Bliss.
We are going to have our stage at 50. I don't know if you guys even talked about it, but yeah.
Yep, stage at
so
50.
They're going to be getting 1.
250 laps, of course. But yeah, stage of 50. That's what I was going to say. At least if you're going to have issues early, you at least have the one planned caution that you're going to have to deal with that give you an opportunity to maybe make up that lap.
Just kind of going through the field here. We got a little bit of battle brewing with it looks like Kevin Ruff and Brian Bliss as well. They're kind of all over Derek Capps right now.
Yeah, Villalobos right there in that vicinity as well, right in front of them.
Yeah, they finally got it sorted out, but Alexander Hodge behind him having a little issue with Robert Fitzpatrick, trying to battle him right now.
And that is teammates.
Yeah. And it's wild, too. I mean, again, the track looks pretty tight, but there's a lot of room on that blacktop, or at least on the concrete section. So the thing is, like I just saw the 72 kind of go a little high into the asphalt, and that's where things could get real bad because there's not a lot of grip on that asphalt.
Yeah, you see the marbles kind of gather up there, too. I know this track the last couple times I've run it. You get out of line there, and you just kind of skate up to the wall. It's amazing how little grip there is out there.
Yeah, especially if you're, even if you're straddling it a little bit, that left front gets up on that blacktop, and yeah, it just it takes you for a spin. You really got to slow the car down and try to gather it back up at that point. And usually you're already going, you'll have a too wide on the inside.
Yeah, and then that gets tight on exit because everybody's fighting for the same position off the corner, so it can get a little wild. Battle brewing here. Cameron King and Mason Hoffner. King going to take that. Here comes Lane Allen trying to stick his nose in there, kind of follow him through, and he does.
Yeah, a lot of the actual action is happening towards the back, mid-pack right now.
Got a bunch of
2x2. It's kind of just
Brian Bliss off the pace here. Just let the cars by.
Gather it back up.
There you go,
the 22 is also, like I say, 22 is 2 laps down. Actually, he's in a battle right now for Ben Tracy to get that lucky dog. Because Ben Tracy, unfortunately, is 2 laps down now as well.
And he's about a half a track ahead of him, too. He just went a lap down coming, to green there on the backstretch.
So that is your race for the our stage lap 50. Won that lucky dog. Unless we have something before that. But everybody's looking pretty good right now, which is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very comforting. So far, so good. They're playing pretty decent.
Stack up a little bit behind our second place, Brandon Fetterplace. Nick Alfred's kind of caught him. Nick's dealing with Richie Coy right behind him, and Fitzpatrick's Jr. right there behind him as well. They've kind of stacked. Oh, we see a move here. Nick Alfred looking underneath the 34 Fetterplace.
Well, they're talking to each other. He's like, I don't want to go down because, this is where we call it trained. Now, you watch the 34, Richie was able to kind of get on the underside. Now, is Richie going to kind of let him go as Fetterplace? No, Richie's going to dive back in there. Now, Fetterplace does not want to lose another spot then to the 18, who's right on Richie's bumper.
Yeah, but it actually looks like Fetterplace got a good run off there. Going to be able to clear. Yeah. Is he going to come down? Yes, he is. He's going to maintain that third spot.
Yeah, so he did a good job trying to hold off Richie, and it's hard to do on the outside. The inside is definitely the preferred line here. So you just got to stay off that little bitty curbing. There's that red and white curbing there is very tall, more than probably what it looks like on TV or camera, and yeah, it could really throw your car off if you get up there.
Richie really diving into the corners. He's got some really good corner speed compared to these Hot Lap Hero cars, but it seems like we got issues back there. We got a caution between Jeff Chandler and Derek Catt. Chandler turned around there in the middle of
right in front of the leaders. He toes.
He's actually going to tow, yeah. Let's go back and look at our best one tire and auto care instant replay to see what happened here. See Derek Catt racing. It's Jeff Chandler up behind him. Jeff looks to the inside. Oh. Wow. Some big contact into the corner there.
Yeah. Everybody fanned out, though. It didn't look like.
Unfortunately, Alexander Hodge found himself a piece of that as well.
I know. Yeah.
Well, that looked interesting.
Good move on the 12 and the 72. Yeah, it was kind of almost like a slow crash waiting to happen in a way.
See what happens.
Jeff thought he was giving him room.
Jeff looks to the inside. Contact before they even really get to the corner there. Turns Jeff around.
And honestly, I mean, the way they were so tight, it almost looks like Derek almost kind of got sucked into the 31.
It's an interesting look from the gearbox of the 29 here. 31 inside. No contact. Fortunately, 53 gets a piece of that as well. Yeah, I don't know. That's really weird looking.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You had two guys looking for the same spot. Neither one looks like they're too damaged. He just got into it, so they can re-rack him and restack him. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, yeah, Jeff towed, so he's probably going to be a lap or two down. Showing 2 laps right now. Ben Tracy, though, did get the lucky dog, so he's going to get his lap back.
If he can stay on the lead lap here, because here come the leaders. And he will.
And then Alexander Hodge now is also 1 lap down. He stayed out, maybe got a little bit more damage fixed there.
Well,
and this is where Wyatt Hunley was so kind of, he really wanted to get up there to catch Ben because, you know, now that more cars are probably going to be going a lap down every single caution, you got to worry about, you know, maybe never catching that lucky dog.
Was Ben 1 lap down or 2 laps down?
He was 2.
Okay, so he did get 1 of them. Okay, I see.
Yeah, he got 1 of them back. Yeah.
But unfortunately, he's battling Hodge now, so it should be fun to watch. All right, pace cars off. We're going to try this once again. Restart number 3, or actually technically restart number 2 tonight. Going to happen here as they enter the restart zone. Tyler Bauer's leading. Green flag flies. Nick Alford, not a great start there. They kind of stacked it behind him, but we head off into 1.
Well, we got 26 laps on these tires. I mean, tires should usually last a good 50 laps or so, but yeah, you're going to see the tires are probably going to get a little greasier after every restart, especially if you're still on some older stuff. I know.
It's just you hold your breath moment as everybody tries to file into that bottom lane.
Well, you're just looking, the guys on the outside, they're looking for that opening on the inside. And they got to decide, are they going to fight or are they just going to kind of drop in behind if there's a spot behind them?
It was close between Pfluger, Fitzpatrick Sr. They kind of getting in the corner there. It's like, who's that on the outside going backwards?
I don't know. I'm up towards the front, just looking for that 19 out there on the outside. Not in the spot that he likes to be in, but looks like he's trying to go forward. He's definitely trying to hang on to 4th right now. But he wants 3rd.
Doing a good job staying off each other early in this race. You just want to take care of your car. Don't beat it up too much. Don't put yourself in a precarious situation. Give plenty of room, but try to hold your own there. We saw the 34 off the corner, that launch, and it looks like the 19 Corey also going to get a launch. And he's going to clear, but caution comes out. Ed Boyles with issues off turn 4.
It's a pretty good battle there for 3rd, though. Watching that go on.
It was.
Hopefully iRacing will give him that 3rd spot.
I think it was probably just a single car spin from when I saw Ed Boyles coming off the corner there. And just gasses it up and it takes off on him. Right around it goes. Single car
Yeah.
spin.
And unfortunately, he tapped the wall, just lightly tapped the wall. But as he's trying to get the car turned around, I'm watching him. He
hit
not only tapped the front harder, he tapped the rear too, trying to pull away.
Break a toe link that way. You gotta be careful.
I know.
Be careful with that.
I like that Sunoco paint job though, with the big green wheels and stuff. That looks pretty sharp.
Ed, it's his first start in Cup at FTSR tonight, so getting his taste. Went through the ringer, had to run some Xfinity races, finally got his 5 starts and got up here in Cup, so good to see him out there. Unfortunately, not going the way I think he hoped it would, but we're glad to have him.
Yeah, I mean, it's something here at FTSR. I mean, to get up into the Cup level, it's kind of a, you can't just jump right into Cup. You got to have a few races with us, and you work your way kind of into it, which is kind of a nice system, I think. Because when you get here, you get to run with the big boys.
Looks like Richie Coy maybe has something to fight with these guys here tonight. One of his favorite tracks, talking to him earlier in the, so we see the, looks like Alexander Haas trying to get his lap back here. What was I saying?
You were talking about Richie.
Yeah, talking to him, he this is one of the tracks he really likes, and he's not had some great performances as of late, but he really likes the track. Maybe not so much the car, but the track he does like, and so I expect him to perform well here tonight. Hopefully, he can take it to these Hot Lap Hero guys that kind of dominated the last 3 or 4 weeks. Actually, it's been 4 weeks in a row that the Hot Lap Heroes car has won, and they sit first, second, and fourth right now.
Yeah, and they're first and second in the points. And the car that's sitting in third right now, he's third in points. So, yeah, he runs the kind of rebound on this season here. And what a better place to do it than some of these short tracks, because he is a short track guy. That's his upbringing. He's raced on many.
Also, since there's a little friction within the team, a healthy competition, I think. You know, Tyler Bowers, he was looking strong last week, had some issues. He wants to make a name for himself, and is doing so with those qualifying runs starting towards the front. He's going to be hard to beat. And then Nick Alford, having that heartbreak at Coda, he wants to rebound from that and make up for that, and he's doing so right now. The pace car's off, though. We're going to get a restart. Green flag flies. Another great start by Tyler Bowers. Leaves this guy sitting side by side behind him. Here comes Richie Coy fighting for second.
Tyler's just having a great race so far. I mean, yeah, he's just been getting out in front, enjoying that clean air. Hasn't really seen a couple of lap cars here and there, but he's under fire right now because he's got Coy all over his bumper.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Coy was all over the back of Bowers there. I'll tell you what, that 19's rolling well through the corner, really carrying a lot of, like I said, corner speed. I noticed that out of that car, but those Hot Lap guys are getting off the corner really well up top as well. A little contact there into the corner. Between the 19 and the 94, I believe.
Well, I know we're not going to see any nighttime during this race, but this is one of those tracks where I believe we do hit the night circuit later on in the year, and the rotors are glowing. Yeah, caution's out.
Caution's out. Parking lot in turn 2. A lot of cars turned around here. Ed Boyles involved again.
Boyles again, yeah.
Fitzpatrick Sr., I don't know if he maybe come to a stop there. So Lewis Meglin had a piece of that as well.
I'm looking at one of the guys that was back there, and that's Mr. Ben Tracy, and he did not touch a thing, so he should be getting the lucky dog.
Let's look at our best time over here. Instant replay, see what happened. 3 cars. Ooh.
43 was, I think, loose first there.
There was some disagreements going into the corner there. Not really sure. Let's see if we can see again. 43 gets a run off, tries to pull down low, and does take the position over. And then gets hit and then run through by, is that a 12? No.
No, it was 30 and 45. Unfortunately, Julio was just in the wrong place at the wrong time up there.
Who was that in the blue car that? I know Cameron King was around it, but there was the mainly black car right there that the 43 pulls down in front of.
Well, I'm not even seeing it. I'm seeing a 30 car. So that car might not be the right car I'm seeing on screen.
Mason Hoffner, black car.
No, he's black. Oh, yeah, he is black on the stream. He's the one car I don't see correctly.
Yeah, bump to the 43, then just drives through the 43 there. Not cool. Some other guys get turned around in that. Derek Catt's involved. Of course, Ed Bowles right there we talked about spinning. I think everybody else pretty much just came to a stop to let things kind of sort out. So,
yeah, there definitely has not been a lot of after carnage there. Derek Catt, he hit the brakes, but unfortunately the car did what the car does, and it's got that rear brake bias that gets the car around as you're slowing down.
I avoid 30 here. Contact. And just drives into a hole that was never gonna work out there.
Yep, and we've got less than 10 to go for our stage, so you just hopefully we can make it through this. You got to be a little calm here. There's nothing to race for in 20th.
All right, gonna restart here. Pace cars on pit road, getting ready for the restart here. Nick Alford, Tyler Bowers. Alford now with the lead. Gonna send it off into turn one. Now Tyler Bowers side by side with 19 Okoye, actually going to take over that second spot. Here comes that Victory Fuel Ford.
Yeah, he's got too wide behind him, and he just got that single car in front of him, so he might be able to make a little bit of space here with those hot lap hero guys. You got Junior and Fetter Place back there.
Got 8 laps to the stage. Only 8 laps to get it done here. He's got to run down that 98 of Alford if he can do it. Fetter Place in third. Tyler Bowers slipping to fourth now. Jonathan Atkins underneath him, going to take fourth away from here. Here comes Fitzpatrick Jr. underneath as well. Not quite.
Oh, who's up there? Is it the 03 sliding Brian Dixon?
He is.
Makes a crazy save, yeah.
Through the corner, he hangs on to it.
Man, that was wild. That looked like, too, he just got maybe too far out on the pavement, hit the brakes, and that thing just went sideways now.
It's side by side. David Duran, Nick, and Lane Allen fighting for 11th spot right outside the points.
Well, they could do it if they could do it cleanly and nicely. But they still got one more car to pass over that stage point.
Yeah, which is slipping away from him, running side by side there.
Exactly.
Cameron King hanging on to that final point. Up front, it's still Nick Alford. Richie Coy trying to get there, but he's running out of time because there's only 4 laps left in this stage.
Yeah, but all three of them kind of broke away a little bit from Jonathan Atkins back there in fourth. And here comes Tyler now trying to get one of them spots back.
Richie Coy
Taking a look under Jonathan.
is driving hard, trying to get there. Tyler Bowers not able to get there. The question is, can Richie Coy get there 3 laps? He's close back up on him. I think he's got a little pace here. Can he get by there? It looks like he gave up a little bit on exit of 2 there.
Well, I'll tell you, if you got a close-up on his car, I bet you his brakes are the cherry red, more so than everybody else. He's definitely diving into these corners hard.
Yeah, I love these shots through the corners as we're looking here. Looking 3 and 4. Look at his wheel well. You can see the brakes through the wheel well. You can see those brakes glowing right there. And they are hot.
Oh, yeah. I'm in the blimp can, and I can see. All right.
X-ray vision?
Well, I'm just saying, they're that bright.
All right. I think the battle settled up front, but the battle for fourth is on. Jonathan Atkins up the hill. The 94 of Tyler Bowers underneath him, but he's going to hang on. And your stage winner is going to be the 98 of Nick Alford over Richie Coy in second as the stage caution flies.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to fly, but yeah, Atkins was able to kind of get Bowers there. And Bowers, unfortunately, he doesn't seem like he really has the car, that he had. That clean air just shows you how much more beneficial it can be to your run.
Vince Tracy will be the lucky dog here on this stage. He did not get it the other time.
Yeah, I guess he did not. Huh. He didn't hit anything. He did go below one of the lines. Man, I don't know if they would have given him a penalty for that.
All right, leaders on pit road. Time for some pit stops. We'll see what happens here as Nick Alford brings them down. Richie Coy in second. And we'll see what kind of adjustments they can make, or if new tires make a difference. We did see that the Hot Lap Heroes guys kind of starting to fade just a little bit, if you want to call it that. Ooh, a little contact between Richie and Better Places. Richie came into the pits.
Well, 50 laps on your tires, I mean, you know, that concrete kind of chews them up a little bit. You don't get great tire wear here as you would think you would normally. I mean, you're still doing a good 120 miles an hour in the corners here, if not more.
Saw some issues with 34 Better Place getting into his pit. Couldn't get his car pitted. He's lost some positions back to 8th spot coming off pit road.
Well, I believe Richie Coy did as well. He lost a few spots because I'm looking at Atkins right now in second.
Yeah, Coy down. Coy back in 17th.
Wow. Yeah, he's way back. I'm going to have to go back and see what actually happened to Richie there. Because I know you said there was a little contact. Oh, he overshot his pit and had to back up.
I think he had contact from the 34 coming in.
He did.
Right on board with the 34 Fetter Place as they were coming to pit stalls. I think he makes contact with the 19 of Coy. Yeah, right there. Turns him in. I don't know if he hit the wall or not, but definitely some damage there. And then the 34 was not far enough ahead to get his car pitted.
Yeah, and I don't. Richie's car jumped a little bit. I don't know if he was downshifting and it made a. I don't know. Right before the contact, it was very odd.
Yeah, he was too close.
Did a jump.
He was too close to the wall, and I don't think it was going to pit his car. He had to back up and then pull forward, and then get in a gear and pull forward, and that's what cost him all the time. So issues on this tight pit road. This pit road is very tight and very congested. Oh, as we see the green flags flying.
Yeah, back at it.
Unlike NASCAR, we do our cautions quickly here.
Yeah. Yeah, what did somebody say? You go to caution for what, 10 laps?
It was 50. It was technically 17 laps under caution for the stage caution. 17 laps at Martinsville for a stage.
Did you ever wonder why I don't necessarily pay attention to those on NASCAR?
Well, I mean,
to me, these races
your
are
attention
more
span, I understand. 17 laps is just too much, but
it is absolutely another yellow.
We got another caution. And it looks like it's Derek Catt.
Oh, and there was a little aftermath there too with Meglin.
Oh no, maybe it was Meglin. Derek Catt wasn't involved.
Well, no, there was it was Derek Catt. He was 3 wide in the back. That was the first, but then the aftermath was Meglin.
All right, let's go back and look and see what happened to Catt to bring out the initial caution here. Down the back stretch. Moved by the 03 to the inside. Brings the 29 to a stop.
It's a light hit, but yeah, I mean, nobody really got involved in it otherwise, so not bad.
See this once again. Coming up the corner, 29 goes low, 03 goes lower, into the corner. He's got position on him. Squeeze to the curb. And then we got to go and see what happened to the 43 after the fact when the caution happened behind him going into turn 1. Oh, 43 just lifts off the gas and the 51 does not. Oh, and it catches another car out.
Yeah, I know that was that probably could have been avoided. Well, and Wyatt Hunley is now back on the lead lap. He did get the lucky dog this time around. Next guy on deck is Joshua Gaiman, and he is 4 laps down from his connector machine earlier.
So David Duran was the one that was, we're looking at replayer. David Duran was the one that was caught out. I mean, he didn't have anything to do with it. But who's the car that ran into it? Was that?
I'll have to go back and look on my
The
screen here.
53 of Hodge again?
I believe it was Hodge, yeah.
What a night for Hodge so far. What is going on? Let's see at the time of caution. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, unfortunately, David was just innocent bystander
Wrong
through all
place,
that.
wrong time. 43 lifts for the caution, I believe. And the 53 just piles right in the back of it.
Yeah, because I got to go back and look, too. They were still showing green, yeah. And the 43 just, yeah, right when the yellow came out, he instantly lifted. And 53 didn't have that reaction.
All right, well, pace cars off once again. We're going to get another restart. Nick Alford leading. Now Jonathan Atkins in second. Bowers, Fluger, and J.P. Burns are top fives. They come off turn 4 into the restart zone. Waiting, waiting. Green flag flies. And away we go. Good reaction by the one of Atkins.
Yeah, well, now he's up in front here. Let's see what he could do. He was kind of going through the field a little bit. Ooh, has a little contact with the 94 there. Trying to get on the inside of Alford. He's there.
Looking underneath Alford. Nick Alford in the 98. Aggressive moves by the one early on. Little contact there off the corner as well.
He wants that clean air. Just how bad does he want it? It looks like he wants it real bad, though.
Is that Chastain in the car?
Nick's giving him the room, though.
What's the alternative? We already saw contact between the two of them. He's like, let me get a little bit of space here. And Alfred's going to retake that.
Yeah, he was able to finally get by him with enough room where he didn't cut him off. Not that I'm saying he would have given him that opportunity.
Now the 94 all over the back bumper of the one, exiting the corner. Behind him, Victor Fluger under pressure from, it's senior under Fluger.
Yeah, junior under Fluger.
Sorry, yeah.
Fitz junior.
Just trying to figure out the cars.
Yeah, I'm still not 100% used to seeing him in the 28. I'm not going to lie. All right, well, yeah, that's a battle right now for fourth with the two of them. They've been fighting lap after lap here, fighting clean.
Got a bunch of battles going on back here as well.
J.P. Burns is like, hey, I'm right here. I'm going to take advantage of one of these. And then he's got Lane Allen, or no, that's Cameron, or no, it's Tim Wharton behind him. The second there looked like Lane's car. I figured I'd get it.
You sound like my mom saying all my brother's names there.
That's right.
You'll get it right eventually. Don't worry.
Well, he's got a similar paint scheme to Lane with the black and the white. Remember, I'm in the blimp cam. I didn't bring my binoculars.
Oh, sorry. Don't love us around in turn 3. Caution flies. As he's sitting sideways in 3 and 4. Everybody misses him. We got another car around on exit as well.
Wow.
It's Derek Catt in number 29. A couple of these guys, I've said their names quite a few times, have been involved in these accidents. They're not having good nights.
No, and it's just, you gotta, especially now. I mean, there's really no point to run. Get laps led. Just take care of your car, relax.
All right, let's look at our best one tire on the care instant replay here going in the corner. You got, looks like he just, I know exactly how he split the asphalt and the concrete there. And unfortunately, there's more grip on the right side than the left side, and your car's going to grip up more on the left, and it's going to come right around. Not sure
that's
what
we were talking about earlier.
Derek Catt there.
He, I don't know if he got spooked by Julio, because it happened like right when he was right there. Maybe he thought he was coming down the track, or it happened right after he passed him.
He did, didn't he? Yeah, I don't know. He jumped on the brakes or something? Something happened.
Something, yeah. I mean, no harm, no foul. I mean, luckily, we didn't have any aftermath. It was all 2 self-car spins. They just hurt their tires. That's about it.
Yeah. As long as some of these guys get their lap back, dude. Ever caution we get a free pass, get some guys back on the lead lap. You got some guys in the pits making damage in the rear of the pack as well.
I believe Joshua Gamon's, he did get 1 lap back, so he's 3 laps down currently. Trying to work by this rate, he might actually get on the lead lap here. Remember, he queued 3rd, so he still needs 3 laps to go though.
Yeah, I think he had some connection issues or something at the start. Did not make the start, and that's why he's back there, I believe.
Yeah, got back in here, and hey, there's a chance he might be able to make it up there. I mean, we've still got a lot of racing to go. I mean, over what 180 laps, I want to say. So a lot of racing still to go.
70, going to be 72 down the line, 178 to go. Still a long ways. Nick Alford, Tyler Bowers, Jonathan Atkins, Robert Fitzpatrick Jr., Fluger, your top five, with J.P. Burns, Tim Wortman, Cameron King, Brandon Fetterplace back to ninth, and Lane Allen making an appearance in the top 10. Richie Coy up to 11th after his issues. He's back to, 12th actually back there. And Fetterplace actually in front of him. Fetterplace just behind him, so he's made some progress through the field as well. So this guy's working their way back to the front. Long way to go, and they're going to need every lap to make it work. As they come to 3 and 4, Nick Alford, Tyler Bowers leading them down. Green flag flies, and off into turn 1 we go.
There's plenty of time until there's not. So you just got to get there. That's the main key right now for these drivers.
And back here, it is a hornet's nest. Every time on this restart, you're just holding your breath, hoping things work out in front of you.
Well, like I say, the inside line is very preferred around here. When you do a lot of your practice, you're not really practicing too wide racing. You're not practicing that outer ribbon, and it might throw you off.
Almost 3 wide in the corner. Cameron King gets the bad end of the deal there. Getting kicked to the outside there now. Richie Coy behind him. I tell you what, there's a lot of stuff going on back here.
It's the most action on the track right now for sure.
Yeah, because they're single file up here. So far, so good for the guys up front. About the first 8 cars or so. It's pretty tame on these restarts for them. But you get back here, and dog eat dog sometimes.
Well, and then again, too, sometimes it's probably not bad, lift. If you're on the outside, if you got an opening,
Ed Boyles with issues down the backstretch, trying to get off the track, and does right in front of the field. I don't know how we avoided a caution there, but it was all happening right in front of everybody there.
Yeah, he got a loose. Did what this car normally does. Gets a little loose to the left, goes right. Man, Mason Hoffner just missed it. Wow.
All right, everybody's starting to kind of settle in here, hopefully, and find their pace or speed here. Meanwhile, Fitzpatrick Jr. underneath the one of Jonathan Atkins for third. It's going to open the door for Fluger as well, who's looking to get by. Fluger to the inside of the one of Atkins.
Yeah, this is that freight train we're talking about. You let one guy go on the inside, and you got to worry about others. Here comes Wortman now, too. I mean, that freight chain might continue. Oh, no. Atkins was able to get low.
Yeah, he got real high there in 1 and 2 there, and just lost a lot of grip, had to slow it down. And we thought he might back up to Wortman, but luckily gets back in line there. But Wortman all over the back bumper, the one now. You got J.P. Burns there, Brandon Fetterplace in 8th, working his way back up towards the front. And now we got a battle.
I don't think he's liking his car. Yeah, I don't think he's liking his car much. Yeah, he's going to go down with the 18 now here, too. And then you got Fetterplace.
What about Burns, man? It's a one-car operation this season for the Elevated Esports. And Burns he's been in contention. He's had some really good runs. He just hasn't been able to really cap it off. Oh, you see the one wiggle into the corner there. Big wiggle by the one of Atkins up the track. And now the big wiggle from Cameron King trying to work under him.
Yeah, and I mean, unfortunately, this is that freight train. Here it is. Now he's going down to the 19 because, too, you get on that outside line and brace your rhythm. And you can see maybe that's where it's happening. You're looking more in the mirror. Hey, where can I slot in? Where can I get in? Hopefully I can get a spot in.
Well, he's right in behind his teammate, the 19 at Coy. Finally works his way into the top 10, 9th spot. Just to finish that on J.P. Burns, though, they kind of elevated esports. They downsized into a one-car operation for Cup this season. They kind of focused their efforts elsewhere. They weren't having the greatest of time in Cup, and so they got the one car out there. And man, he's driven this car to some really great runs. He just hasn't had the finishes he needed. He wants, but He's looked really strong here, and is a competitor. Oh, we got another caution. He's competitive every week.
So let's see what happened with that caution.
Hoffner around off turn 2. Oh, here comes the leaders.
Yeah, big parking lot.
Wyatt Hunley against the wall on the backstretch. Again,
Ouch.
somebody that's been involved in a lot of stuff tonight as well. And there's another car there.
45 is involved. The 03 is involved. And yeah, unfortunately, Wyatt just innocent bystander again.
Let's go back to our best one tired on here. Instant replay. See what happened to. Well, this is Villalobos. There's Hoffner right in front of him. Oh, a little contact off the corner. Not really sure. I mean,
looks like the Brian Dixon, the 03, was kind of making an attempt on the 30 there.
Yeah.
It looks like 30 got a little wash up on turn 2. I believe it's 2. It's either 2 or 4, but both ends of the track look the same.
Let's see.
Just wasn't enough room there.
Yeah, just sticks it in. Again, a little patience goes a long way. Just wasn't enough room there. That door closed pretty quick there.
Yeah, unfortunately that's what happens here. Yeah, the door does close. I mean, you're gonna have somebody getting loose in front of you. You got to make the decision. You gonna let them gather it up, or you gonna maybe make it worse for yourself? And it's always better just give them a little patience, and yeah, let them gather them up, and hopefully you both survive.
25 Villalobos. They slowed for that caution. Slowed for that incident in front of him. The 22 ran into the back of him and got him involved in that. He did get in back of the 03 pretty good there and kind of slowed down. The 22, unfortunately, turns the 45 sideways, and they both go laps down because of it.
Yeah, Wyatt right now is 2 laps down. Villalobos is 1 lap down. Lewis Meglin now is a lap down as well. So a couple of guys starting to drop like flies. And that's where a guy like Joshua Gaiman, who actually did get the lucky dog that last lap, and now he's down to 2 laps down. Well, now he's got cars that are 4 laps down in front of him. He needs 4 more cautions just to get 1 more lap.
Yeah, Meglin right there with him as well. Now a lap down, so he's going to battle him. All right, pace cars off. We're going to get a restart. Tyler Bowers, Nick Alford up front. Bringing them down, slowing them down. Green flag flies.
Nick has been making great use of this that first stall every time he's had it now. He definitely he needs to make up some points on his teammates, and he doesn't see his teammate really much right now, so he's going to take advantage of this. Man, they're battling for third right now. 83 and the 94 just side by side.
Side by side off turn 4. Wortman going to work to the inside. Wortman going to take over third spot, or is he? Here comes Bowers back hard on the outside.
He had him cleared by the line. He just hasn't had him cleared by the nose yet.
Track a little bit. Here comes Bowers back on the outside. That great run off the corner those hot lap guys are getting. It's making this really difficult with the inside lane. Tim Wortman still battling on the inside.
Well, the problem is, too, they're stacking up the cars behind him, and the lead driving away.
Yep, first and second. And actually, Fluger up to second. He missed that, but Victor Fluger has worked his way up to second place. Put himself in contention here. We got Tim Wortman, Tyler Bowers side by side. Right behind them is J.P. Burns, Brandon Fetterplace, Cameron King, all watching on here. They're still side by side. It's very racing.
I think Fluger was actually started behind Nick there in third when we restarted. So I think he was just able to kind of use that inside line, preferred inside line, I should say, and was able to just kind of hang with him there.
Right.
And now he hasn't been stuck with these. They finally singled out now.
Yeah, Wortman finally gets that position over Tyler Bowers. Now Bowers getting heated up from behind by J.P. Burns and crew. As he's bringing Fetterplace, Cameron King, and Rich Coy all stacked up right there behind him.
Yeah, they're all single file back there. Even Ben Tracy sitting in 11th right now. He was a couple laps down from the while ago. And even Alexander Hodge right behind him, he's also had a little bit of rough night tonight too, sitting at 12th. We're just kind of rounding out this back end of the field here.
Yeah, I just had a rough night. Ben was involved in several things.
Richie Coy's having a pretty good rebound too, sitting in 8th right now. Slowly getting his spots back, but
his teammate in the one's going the other direction now. I don't know what happened to the one of Atkins, if he got some damage or something, but he's back here in 13th spot. He was just battling for the lead.
I don't think he has a long run car. I think that's what 90% of his problem is right now. He doesn't seem like he's got it after about 10-15 laps. It just starts to fade on him.
Yeah, he's running up the track too. I don't know if that was by design or.
Well, too, I mean, if you think about it, these guys, they've been out there. I mean, granted, not all race laps because we've had a few cautions, but some of these guys have, they got about 50 laps on these tires here. Almost 50 laps, I should say.
So watching his front two kind of pulled away with that battle for third. Tim Wortman up to third. There's worked his way up the field. Started in 14th spot. Finds himself in third, so a good move forward for him for sure. Mr. Consistency, we call him. Very solid. He runs in the top 10 all the time. Kind of quiet. Doesn't make a lot of noise. Doesn't cause issues either, but doesn't make noise. And just shows up here in the points.
Yeah, he's always the one guy that we're not talking about. And usually when we're not talking about you, that's a good thing as well. And he's always just quietly lurking, and usually has some pretty good finishes. And yes, consistency is his strength. I mean, finishes every race. Usually gets top 10 almost every race as well. That's why he was a force over the offseason. He showed up here.
Absolutely. Could have won the Clash, but that last lap. We got what's going on up here? Richie Coy and. Wagging their tail. That was the 18 of JP Burns having some issues. Drops back to battle Richie Coy, 7th and 8th. Had an issue down the backstretch.
Huh. Well, I'm making sure I'm watching that. Completely unrelated, but the 30 just pitted. So
I got to bring it up here. It had a rough night as well. It's been in a few incidents. Oh, we got smoke up here. Oh, we got a car off the pace.
20 Fluger had an issue.
Victor Fluger off the pace, and a 21 from second.
Man, he was doing his initial D demonstration for us in turn 1 there. Wow.
Oh, wow. What a slide into turn 1. Can't believe you hung on to that. You get some style points for that, but unfortunately he's going to lose some positions because of it.
He had great angle. And not to mention, I'm amazed that especially he got on that apron, and it didn't make it worse. He didn't even tap the wall or anything. I mean, impressive.
Yeah, but his tires are going to be upset with him for sure. We got a caution. David Durand with issues coming off turn 4. Caution flies once again.
Well, I'll have to say we had a pretty decent green flag run there, so we're due for one.
Let's see what happened to the 51 Durand. Did he have help? Did he do it himself? Oh, he's racing with who is that? It doesn't matter. He gasses it up off the corner and it comes right around.
That was, I believe that was. That was Kevin Ruff actually.
Kevin Ruff, yeah, but Kevin he had some space, and the one just goes around.
Which is the name we really haven't talked about much today. Usually he's up in front. He might not be a short track guy. I'm just going to throw that out there. He might not like this track, because he's not. He's sitting in 17th and he's still in 16th. So he's been staying out of trouble though.
All right, we got pit stops. Leaders on pit road. Most of them. We do have a couple guys that's staying out, or at least one. 72 of Casey McMullen decides to stay out. Let's see if we have the same issues under pits we had last time. So far, so good.
That is a Casey thing to do.
Oh, yeah.
Now, and I'm also thinking, though, too, like, I could see, like, a guy like Joshua Gaiman now. He's back down to 2 laps down. Everybody else had pitted a little bit longer. So he's still kind of the lucky dog recipient, but I almost wonder if he would have taken the wave around otherwise.
Uh-oh. Speeding police got somebody. The one, Jonathan Atkins, too fast down pit road. And you know what? He was probably working on his car anyway, so.
Go back too to see where they got him. Yeah, I believe they got him on entry. He was doing, let's see, 38 miles an hour at the line.
Now, I'm confused here. Casey stayed out and is lined up in fourth, though. Nick Alford, Tim Wortman, Robert Fitzpatrick Jr. in front of him.
Casey actually, he went back in he did go back in and pit.
Okay.
He just pit the second time around.
Actually,
he didn't pit. He actually just went out there.
Green flag flies, and they kind of get checked up on the start there once again, and it's chaos into turn one.
Yeah, in case he didn't pit, he actually just rolled through the pit stop. Maybe he was trying to get to the back of the field.
Oh.
And the way iRacing scoring is, maybe not have prevented him.
Maybe he missed his pit stop.
Possibly as well, yeah.
All right, Ben Tracy in a 3-wide fight, almost. I think better of it. Oh, we got a spin right in front of him.
That's Cameron King.
Cameron King around big parking lot off turn 2.
Wow.
Everybody stacks up. Caution is out. As these guys trying to find somewhere to go here off turn 2. We got a smoker too. Somebody is done. That is Richie Coy.
Richie got major clobbered.
Oh my goodness. The struggles continue.
Ouch. Yeah.
All right, let's go to our best one tire. Instant replay. Cameron King right around the bottom. Touches the apron. He touches that curb you were talking about, how tall that curb is.
Yep.
Touches the curb.
Tall curb, low splitter. It's going to lift the car, and then you're going to go roundy round. And it looked like Richie Coy didn't even get help. It looks like he hit the brakes. And as I said earlier, the rear brake bias of this car threw the car around right into the barrels.
Two goes around minimal, well, I'll say minimal contact. Hit pretty hard right there. But I think he gets, let's ride on board with Coy, and then we'll ride on board with the car who hit Coy there. Contact with 33 is almost 2 wide in the corner, 3 wide in the corner. Wreck's going to happen right in front of him. Oh, yeah. Hits the brakes and right into the barrels.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Lane did get him afterwards, but Lane even looked like he was having a little brake issue. The car really immediately turned left right into Richie.
Right on board with the 14 of Allen here, coming through the corner. Wreck. Oh, you see Coy spin. Almost a sympathy spin for the 19, or the 14 there. Seeing the 19 do that. He didn't quite get as sideways, but did have some issues.
Man, I'll tell you, the good moves by a lot of the other guys, they'll miss them.
Yeah, we're going to ride aboard. Here's the 99 of Kevin Ruff back here in the back. We were just talking about him. Wreck happens in front of him. See the 19 of Coy. Oh. Well, he kind of got pushed through that one. There was nowhere for him to go. About Derek Cat, 29. Getting ready for the restart.
He just tapped him. He was on the brakes, just not enough.
Yep. So, yeah. Benchmark's going to peel off. They're going to do it again. Rough night for some of these guys tonight. Up front, still hot lap heroes. Nick Alford, but Tim Wortman Jr. showing up in second. Kenny Hang, Tyler Bowers third, Robert Fitzpatrick fourth. Green flag flies.
Nick with a great jump again. Yeah, here comes Fitz Jr. now. Solid second. We've always seen him kind of work his way through the field, and here he is.
I don't know if we're going to see any fuel mileage racing tonight, which is what he's
No.
kind of known
Yeah,
for.
I know. But he is good at saving as well. So
yes, he is. He's pretty good at short tracks, it looks like as well. Oh, a little contact between Casey McMullen and Tyler Bowers. Just a little friendly nudge. They stay straight. We stay green. Tight racing.
Yeah, well, Casey definitely he's holding his own out there for the old tires he's got. I mean, he's probably got 50 lap older tires than everybody else right now.
Sees Victor Pfluger coming, gives him plenty of room. Pfluger takes that position. Here comes Brandon Fetterplace. Said, I saw that. I'm going to take that as well, if you don't mind.
Yeah, and Casey's the type of guy that'll probably let him go. I believe the 33 will probably let the 33 go by as well. Will the 53, though, and the one behind him, with the 51 kind of sharking behind him as well, how's that going to work?
Back to the bottom. You got Ben Tracy back there, and back there behind him is Hodge in the 53 and Jonathan Atkins in the 1 side by side.
There's the battle, pretty tough side by side back there.
The only bullet left for the Fury Motorsports camp. The 19 has some unfortunate struggles here.
Looks like Jonathan cleared him. So Jonathan got him on the outside there.
Rand lurking back there as well. He's had some adventurous times here so far tonight. Unfortunately got caught up in something that was not anything of his doing. Just trying to rebound from that. Here comes J.P. Burns as well, who had the almost spin down the backstretch. It lost him some positions.
Yeah, he had a great entry into there and made it look really easy under David. David was probably just letting him go a little bit there as well.
Battle for third. Tyler Bowers underneath Tim Wortman Jr.
Like Tyler might be able to get that on the low line. He's cleared him.
So Bowers up to third. Fitzpatrick trying to run the 98 of Alfred down in second.
Well, the issue is, too, I mean, you know, we talk about Fitzpatrick being able to save, but we know Nick can also save. And, you know, they might be playing a game with each other, especially, too. They've got a bit of a distance between Tyler right now, so they've got a little opportunity to not really push the issue all that much. And we are in somewhat fresher set of tires with these guys as well. So it's not a bad option to save.
Ooh, we got issues.
Yeah, yellow's out.
We just saw somebody get sideways. Ryan Huff.
Yeah, Huff.
Issues in 3 and 4. Oh, here comes the leaders.
Yeah, and Huff is in that spot where you don't necessarily see him right around the corner there.
Can't see around the corner. It's tough. It's gonna get rolling.
So I think Huff got a little bit of help there.
All right, let's go back and look at it. See what happened to Ryan Huff here into turn 3. Oh, yeah, a little bit of contact, but I don't know who was closing the door or who was peeking and, poking their nose in there they shouldn't have been in. Just right on board.
Well, Gaiman's finally is on the lead lap now, so they were racing for a position. I just don't think that hole was there.
There goes Huff around. You said that was with Joshua Gaiman?
Yeah, Joshua Gaiman.
Even if it was, he goes up the track. I think he thought about it and changed his mind, but changed his mind too late. Was up the track and got him anyway.
Yeah, I agree. And not too much damage though on either car, so not too bad. I mean, the one thing that is good that a lot of cars did not get damaged. Although I'm looking at Ryan, I thought he got stuck on the apron curb there for a second.
I think he was letting everybody get by there.
Yeah.
And unfortunately tried to get going, and then he got stuck. He did get stuck on the curb afterwards and had to back up, and unfortunately that's when the leaders came by and lapped him. So
yeah.
Man.
All right. Well, he is now your first car 1 lap now.
All right. Fitzpatrick Jr. is going to start on the outside row on this restart. We'll see if he's got anything for Nick Alfred right now. Fetterplay still trying to claw his way back to the front. Is in 6th spot. Has yet to fully rebound from his issues.
Yeah, he's still struggling back there. Just really has no place to go. I mean, but the one guy that has kind of recovered from his earlier incident and started 21st is Ben Tracy behind him. So he's actually kind of turned around his night for sure. He's flipped that donut around. It's icing up finally.
Well, we just passed halfway, and we have had 11 cautions so far tonight.
Well, it's a lot of cautions. That's probably more than we should be having, to be quite honest.
And we don't even throw commercial cautions like NASCAR, so.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah, with half the race to go, I'm running out. I might have to go run to the fridge and grab a drink or something.
All right, pace car is off. We're going to get a restart. Green flag flies. And actually, Fitzpatrick does a pretty good job of hanging with Nick Alfred on this restart. But Alfred's going to clear him off too.
Well, starting on that outside line is a little rough too, especially now that he's got the 94 on the outside. We have seen the outside, though, prevail in a few instances, but you just got to be able to get that drive off. And if you're not really into that comfort zone being out there, it's going to hurt you. And yeah, unfortunately, he kind of what's the word? Succeeded.
We got issues back
behind him.
Victor Pfluger.
Ouch.
Round, I think Brandon Fetterplace pounds the wall off the corner behind him as well. A couple things happening there, but caution flies. Caution number 12 here at Martinsville.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, Brandon hit the wall actually before Victor.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Victor didn't even look like. Yeah, Victor did. I mean, he was out of the corner before it got loose. I'm actually really kind of even shocked at the thing. Well, no, he was still on the concrete when he did back end start to step.
And it just overcorrects to the right, and unfortunately, it included the 18 there.
I know.
J.P. Burns. But yeah, I want to go back a little bit and see what happened to the 34 Fetterplace.
Yeah, unfortunately, J.P. got hit from the front end, and the Joshua Gaming nailed him in the back end.
You know what happened here? It's like the 34 Fetterplace was trying to stay to the outside of the 21, and the 21 pulled it down, trying to give him room off the corner, and that's what caused the 21 to wreck. They both wrecked, trying not to wreck.
Yeah, because they definitely were giving each other room back there. I mean, they're both pretty credible guys as that goes. Oh, that's sad. Well, that's number 12.
Yeah, caution number 12. And 18, you probably couldn't see anything. We're right on board with JP right quick. Probably couldn't see anything because of the smoke. Oh, the 33 has an issue right in front of him as well. All those guys struggling through the corner. 33 moves just in time for the 21 to appear for the 18. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's wild.
He's following the 31 down the, or 33 down the backstretch. 33 pulls low to miss the 21. Just in time to where the 18 didn't have time to react, unfortunately, right into him.
Well, a name we haven't talked about in a while, Jeff Chandler. He's back on the track. He's unfortunately 5 laps down. He did get the lucky dog, I believe, that time around.
Chandler, yeah, involved in that first, I think the first caution that came out.
Yeah, he's actually, it looks like he's getting the lucky dog right now.
Actually had to tow as well, so. Actually, here comes somebody around him. Did he?
Yeah, Pfluger's going around him too. Yeah, I don't know what exactly is happening out there right now.
Then we get lined up for a restart's what happened. Here we go. Pace car's going to peel off. Now it's Alfred and Bowers on the front row. Seems like that outside car loses a position every time. Warman going to start third. Fitzpatrick in fourth. Ben Tracy, your top 5. Good rebound for the 33. Here we go. Green flag flies. And we're off and racing into turn 1 once again. But for how long?
Sometimes that outside line is kind of okay to give up, because then it does give you the preferred inside line. And like you see now, Fitzpatrick's battling for second. He does have the preferred inside line. It's just keep the car down there and get ahead of Bowers.
This just turned into a battle between RFH and Hot Lap Heroes here. RFH and RFH affiliates. 83 is affiliated with Fitzpatrick there and those guys. So those two teams making up your top 5 right now. As the battle, side-by-side battle continues between Fitzpatrick and Bowers.
Yeah, that's one fun part about this track. You do, there is a little bit of two-wide action you could go on around here. If you can give each other enough space to race, you can actually have some pretty good groove racing here. Looks like the 28 though was able to kind of get the best of the 94 there.
He did a really good job of rolling through the corner right there.
All right, well, we're back to the single file slum now. Within, I believe it looks like top 10. Although Joshua Game is trying to break that. He's underneath the 43. And the 43, I thought the 43 was lapped down, but he's not. He's back on the lead lap as well.
He is on the lead lap. Good rebound for him. He's had a rough one.
Able to get by him, no problem. Casey, though, still hanging strong in the top 10, sitting in 8th. That might be Joshua's next victory. We know Joshua's quick. He just obviously had the connection issue early on. A long night trying to get back his laps, but the cautions helped him greatly. He's back in here fighting.
Gavin Ruff struggling a little bit tonight. You got Victor Fluger looking underneath him for 12th.
Yeah, Fluger's trying to regain where he was earlier, sitting in the top 5 earlier on. It's like everybody, though, is kind of spread out, though, for the most part. I don't really see much too wide going on. We only have 19 cars on the lead lap, and I believe there's only 3 cars that are laps down that are still out there. That's Ed Boyle Jr. and Jeff Chandler. Oh, so actually, maybe 2 cars that are laps down. And they're running right by each other right now. Clean racing. That's what we want to see right now. Everybody's pretty well spread out.
Yeah, unfortunately, yellow has been the color of tonight's race.
Yeah, and a lot of it, too, is just looks like the car just having a little bit of issues on the handling. Again, and I say that, the Tyler Bauer spins out of 3.
In turn 2.
Turn 2, yeah. He hit that seam, the concrete to the pavement.
And he's still sitting sideways, letting everybody get by here. But he's going to lose a ton of track position. Just like last week, man. He was running well and encountered some issues.
Well, there's still 100 laps to go in this, so there's still plenty of time for him to get back.
Let's look and see what happened to Bowers here in turn 1 and 2. Going down the corner, chasing that 28. Up the track, you're right. Splits that concrete and the asphalt. And around he goes, right in front of Tim Wortman. What an amazing job Wortman did to avoid him. Let's right on board with some of the guys are making pit stops here. Right on board with Tyler. First off, up the track, up in that asphalt, and around it goes. And I want to ride on board with Wortman because his point of view is going to be incredible here. You see him go high there in front of you. Comes across the track. Oh, that was a great move. Great move by Tim.
Yeah. Even Tyler, I mean, he did a 270-degree spin there and locked it down. He was low enough. Everybody stayed off of him. He just hurt his tires.
We got some split strategy going on, though.
I'd imagine there probably would be.
And going to split things up just a little bit. I think Ben Tracy, your first car that pitted in 10th, comes out in 10th spot. So the top 9 cars decided to stay out here. Tracy, I was going to say Tracy Atkins is your 10th and 11th spot. You know who Tracy Atkins is. Anyway, Tracy Atkins, Fitzpatrick, Fluger, Hodge. The first 5 cars.
Tracy Atkins, his sister?
You know who Tracy Atkins is?
I know who Trace Atkins is, but Tracy might be his sister.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, 10th on back has decided to pit here. Top 9 cars stay out. They are Nick Alford, Robert Fitzpatrick Jr., Tim Wortman, Brendan Fetterplace, Joshua Gaiman, Casey McMullen, Lewis Meglin, David Durand, and Ryan Huff, your last car that decided not to pit this time by. So we're kind of mixing things up just a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised with Casey's strategy. I mean, it's working. I mean, he's been able to hang on up there.
Yeah,
he does have the oldest tire. I think he's got the oldest tires of the crew out there, though, right now.
Hanging out in 6th right now.
Yeah,
started in the rear towards the front, so.
Yeah, he's saved another set compared to some of these guys.
Chase Motorsports working out well for him. All right, pace cars off. We're going to get the green flag. And Nick Alford, Robert Fitzpatrick, your leaders. little contact coming to the green there. And Fitzpatrick's going to cede that spot to Alfred, who jumps out to the front.
Well, the battle for second really wasn't that tough there. But we have a battle for fourth right now. Joshua Gaiman obviously having a great rebound tonight. Worked his way all the way up to top 5.
Oh, Ben Tracy in the wall
spins.
off turn 4. We stay green. He slides up into the wall, but we stay green. But he's got to have some pretty serious damage with that big slide off the corner.
And you know what happened? He hit the seam. Just barely.
So all you got to do is get a little out of the groove, and away it goes.
That is the most dangerous part of this track.
So we're watching these battles right here. Let's go back and look real quick and see what happened to Ben Tracy. Coming off the corner. Let's see what happens. Coming through 3 and 4, gets up above the seam, following that 51 up too high. And away it goes for him. Pretty big hits the wall there.
It's really amazing the difference with the grip there. I mean, I know we've talked about it, and you can see the driver struggling with it every time. But in the car, you would not believe how little grip you have up there. It's unreal.
Duff underneath Meglin for 7th spot. He's missing some front end. Oh, we got another car sliding around back there. Is that David Duran? It is. I think he keeps it out of the wall, though, but he kind of looked like the same thing there.
These guys are just hanging on to it, too. And it's sad. I mean, a lot of these guys should have some fresh tires with them.
There's Meglin. Past Tyler Bowers. Oh, Victor Pfluger late into the picture.
I'm kind of watching that battle up front here. Fitzpatrick has not let Alfred get away, and he's been really closing in on him. Seems like lap after lap. He's definitely getting a better entry, and he's kind of matching him on exit. He's just waiting for that move to happen. I think we're going to see it soon. But man, Joshua Gaiman too, sitting in 4th. He's all over Wortman now as well. So it's going to be a little action up here in the front.
Atkins working his way around Ryan Huff for 7th spot. Tyler Bowers trying to follow him through. Tyler trying to rebound from that spin he just had.
Ryan Huff looked like he got a little bit out of shape there on exit. The guys were going by him.
Here comes Joshua Gaiman to the inside of Tim Wortman. Wortman's like, yep, go ahead.
He actually did say that over the radio. I did hear him say it. He goes, it's yours. And honestly, it's not a bad option. I mean, you know, you've got 90 laps to go. There's no rush. And I assume, like I think I even said earlier, these guys should have more than enough gas to get this done. So if we can stay green, it's going to be down to the tire towards the end of this. So get 150 laps on a set of tires here. It's going to be quite a bit. And remember, a lot of these leaders, they did not pit the last time around. I mean, when did our leader last pit? I know you got a little cheat sheet for that.
Last on pit road, 189, 188 laps. Lap 188. So 100 laps ago?
No, 188. No, I was going to say, we haven't even hit 188. On lap 88, maybe?
No, it's at 188. Caution is out there. Lewis Meglin with issues off turn 2. Not sure why it says 188, but that's what it does.
Yeah, that's
Let's go back and look at our best one tire and auto care instant replay. So what happened to 43 off turn 2? Does he get some help? No.
Nope. Maybe your program now is predicting when they're going to pit.
Yeah, you think we got an update? Let's see. He just gets loose off the corner. 43 does. He just takes off to the inside. This unpredictable car is throwing some fits. He's giving these guys some fits. And I'm not talking about Fitzpatrick.
Right, exactly.
Who's out on pit road with all these other guys. We are making pit stops here. Jonathan Atkins, Tyler Bowers decided to stay out. They just pitted. Everybody else comes back in.
Well, Meglin actually had the 53 of that's Jonathan, or no, that's Alexander Hodge He was right on his bumper right before that spin, so I almost wondered maybe he may have took the air off the back of the car there.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean,
Yeah, they were close. There was no contact, but he was right square in line with his trunk.
If we're racing and aero is a thing at Martinsville, which it kind of is, unfortunately, but that's a sad state of affairs that we're racing at Martinsville and talking about aero.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's realistic, but yeah, it could have played a factor. I'm just saying. And look who is Mike going to be taking over the leader.
You know, it might have been lap 100 that I was looking at.
Okay.
But that no longer matters.
Yeah, I think that would check out though.
Lap 148 for the leaders, the front two, and then 164 for the others. Well, I can't read. Need glasses.
All right, and our front row, looks like Joshua Gaiman actually was able to get out of the pits the earliest, beating Nick Alford on pit road. But we've got two guys that stayed out in front of him, Atkins and Tyler Bowers.
Yes. Hey, did you know we got two guys that stayed out under this caution?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking at.
All right, cool. Here we go. Atkins going to lead them down. Bowers in second. Gaiman, Alford, and Fitzpatrick, your top five as they come to the restart zone. We'll see what happens here on this restart. Green flag flies. Good jump for the one of Atkins, and we are away.
Well, I was saying earlier, I don't know if Atkins actually had the long run car, but let's see what he can do. I mean, he's got the clean air now, which is definitely a benefit, and the track position. So maybe he can hang on to it. Although he's not going to have clean air because it looks like he's got the 18 in front of him, who's a lap down, or he's trying to stay on the lead lap there.
Oh, caution flies once again. Ben Tracy, 33, off turn 4.
Damn.
Ooh, and Casey McMullen has an issue in turn 2.
Wow.
In two different ends of the track.
Watching Ben. Didn't see him again.
Let's go back and see what the 33 had. Going down the backstretch into turn 3. Goes into turn 3, never gets it down, splits the seam, up the track, and finally it overcorrects into the wall. Around it goes. Now I want to see what happened to Casey McMullen.
Yeah,
he's past it. He's in front of the... All right, here we go, down into turn 1. Caution flat. It just... What?
Got loose. Yeah, it just got loose. Right when Tim Wortman was on his outside, but
you know what's worse than that?
Yeah.
He cut across the pit exit line, and you know what that means.
Yeah.
Once again, let's run on board. See what happens. Goes into turn 1. I don't know. I mean, were they under caution at the time?
The caution may have just got thrown at that point. I don't know. Yeah, just
caution in it. No, you see the caution light in turn 1. The caution's out. He just kind of rolls into the corner, and unfortunately, the car says, "Nope, not good." And I'm going to stop it right. Well, let's keep going here. Here, you cross this line. Actually, it might not be that line. I think.
Yeah, I'm watching him now. He's unfortunately got a drop to the end penalty.
Well, that line. I think he crosses that line, and that's going to cause him to have to make a stop and go.
Man, that's a rough one.
I think. Now, if he did it under caution, maybe not under caution. I'm not sure. Either way, it's detrimental to his race.
Well, the only benefit is, I believe, Lewis Megalin was involved in that last issue. He's already a lap down. So if Casey does go maybe 1 to 2 laps down, I know Jeff Chandler's actually down to 2 laps down now as well. So he might be fighting Jeff Chandler, because I believe you're going to go at least 2 laps down with the drive-through.
77 laps to go at the line as the pace car peels in. We've had 15 cautions. I believe that's what that says so far. Let's try not to add to that. All right, here we go. Ready for the restart. Green flag flies. A great start for the one of Atkins. Bowers in second. Those old tires hanging on up front so far. But here comes Joshua Gaiman and crew. Gaiman fighting for second.
Yeah, Joshua obviously with that quick car tonight. I mean, unfortunate issues, but man, rebound on the night tonight for him. If he can stay up there, yellow again.
Yeah, we had a car go around. Oh, it's Fitzpatrick Sr. around in turn 4. I look back and I think there were 3 wide back there. I'm not sure if that's what he was involved in, but at one point there were 3 wide in the middle of this pack. Let's look at caution number 16.
Just
up the track and loose.
Yeah. Looks like he entered on that scene. Usually you don't get too much on the entry as much as you do in the corner, but yeah, just got out from him.
Well, there is a bump in the 3-2 that can upset your car. I wonder if he hit the bump, and he was, like you said, outside, kind of split the seam as well. So I wonder if it's maybe a combination of things for him there.
Yeah. Nobody else involved, though, but it does add to our total tonight.
Good thing I didn't take odds on tonight's race.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this many cautions. And, you know, something we haven't really talked about much is Chad. I've kind of been neglecting it myself, but Doyle Lawrence is out there and rooting on Jeff Chandler again. He says Jeff is in a Toyota tonight, which, honestly, I didn't notice he even switched manufacturers. He's on the rebound. I believe, yeah, he's getting another lap back this time around.
He's on pit road right now. I don't know if he was in the first caution tonight. That nose of that Toyota beat up just a little bit tonight, unfortunately. So on debut.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing is,
I mean,
we did talk about, yeah, what is that? It's almost like an Old Spice kind of a paint job.
I was going to try.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't whistle. But yeah.
I can't smile because it made me laugh, but
yeah.
Anyway.
Good old Doyle bringing him some good paint jobs with his is that Reaper graphics, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Looks like it is. No. Raven graphics.
Oh, no, it's a Reaver. Well, he's got Reaper on the side of his car.
Reaper might be the
that is right, though. It is Raven, though. I guess you're right.
Raven graphics.
Reaper Speed Labs.
Yeah, it's a setup shop. All right. Pace square's off once again. I'm trying to find new ways to bring you guys to restarts, but there's no way to do it. So the green flag is out, and here we go.
Yeah, Atkins gets a great jump.
Caught, 3 wide.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, there contact from behind. What in the world has happened on this restart? Fitzpatrick getting a little aggressive on this restart, and they're going to sort it out there. Although,
we got a car in the back spinning though. Yellow is out.
Casey McMullen around in turn 3 and 4. Be careful, don't get stuck on that curb.
Yeah, it looks like Casey did not. He didn't get a penalty. Obviously.
Well, I don't know. He didn't have time to serve it.
Yeah, that could be possible too. Yeah.
Out of turn 2 down the backstretch. See what happens to the 72 McMullen to the inside. Oh, big hit from behind into the car in front. Big hit from behind again. Is that the 30?
That was the 12. The
12.
Patrick Senior.
Those cars, the 12 and the 30, are very similar now, so they're hard to tell apart. But yeah, the Senior just big hit in the corner.
Got in a little too deep. Yeah.
Into him again. Give the guy a break. That's why I need a Kit Kat car. Run out there, give me a break. I could use a break.
Yeah.
There's all these cautions going on.
We might have, like I say, I might have to get another drink here.
Might have to take a commercial break.
You might have to go for commercial, yeah.
Casey did everything he could there, but just was getting driven through from behind.
Yeah.
Is there more to this story?
He got double tapped there, and I think if he didn't get that single tap, if he did get the double tap, he would probably been able to save it.
I'm on board with the 12 here. 2, 1, and 2.
Well, that's good news for 31. Got another lap back.
No bueno.
I'll tell you, it's been a rough night out there. I am kind of glad I'm in the booth here. As much as I do love this track, it can become, it can become a, you're a pinball at some point out there. And these guys got to remember, we've got a little less than 70 laps to go here. There's a lot of racing left to go.
We got a long way to go. Things are only just going to ramp up from here. So
that's right. But you got to get to that 70, and I'm sure these guys would much rather get their 70 in under green than under yellow.
Well, I mean, the guys surely happens faster if you just stay on the green.
Yeah.
All right, race cars in again. Guys come around. Atkins continues to be your leader. Tyler Bowers second. Gaiman, Alfred, Fitzpatrick Jr. your top 5. There's the green, and here we go.
Junior kind of hit the gun there. Put the 16 into the 1. It helped the 1 though, because he was able to get a really good launch with that help.
61 going to clear. Gaiman to second. Off turn 4. Oh, we got wrecked behind him.
Oh no.
14, Lane Allen is around. We stayed green.
Oh,
now the caution comes out. What in the? That was a very delayed caution.
Looks like Lane, he hit that apron. Looks like he actually got loose before the apron.
Oh boy.
Yeah, unfortunately, they were 4 wide right behind him, trying to clear him.
Yeah, he's sideways in the middle of the corner. And up the track, and well, he takes some guys with him, trying to hang on.
Yeah, wow.
Just right on board with the 14 here, into the corner. No, I don't think he ever touched. Well, he did eventually touch the curb, but he got loose before that.
Right, yeah.
And then finally spins in front of everybody here. At this point, Tony, if I'm in the car, I'm just trying to find out what strategy I need to pull to avoid, to get the best put myself in best position later on this race. With all these cautions flying, you start thinking even more and more about that last pit stop and how to position yourself in the front, maybe even stay out on old tires just to be up front. You see how Jonathan Atkins is able to lead this race. We're getting caution after caution, restart after restart. If you can put yourself up front, even if you have older tires, you're able to stay there because there's not enough green flag racing for them to mount a charge.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's why a track like this, track position is a lot to do with it. And when you have a lot of cautions, I mean, yeah, it could definitely work your way. But some of the guys in the back though, they're the ones that are having the issues right now, and I don't know if they're pushing too hard. I don't know if the track's getting greasier. I mean, I know this track does get affected with with temperatures, or at least track temperatures. But I really haven't seen any cloud coverage. It's been pretty good tonight. So I can't imagine they're getting too much of a track difference from where we were at the beginning of the race. But yeah, it looks like a lot of guys are really just struggling, and they're just getting loose for whatever various reason. And maybe it's the car. I don't know.
Yeah, I tell you what, Brandon Fetterplace has still not been able to fully rebound from getting there in the back. He's back in 7th spot. Of course, he hit the wall there in that one run as well. I wonder if he damaged his car there.
Well, you need such good turning on this car. Yeah, even a lot of guys say, well, it's not a big aero track, so if you got damage, it's not a big issue. But yeah, but if you get a little bit of damage on that quarter, or that corner of the wheel, it definitely can hurt you. But again, though, I think if Fetterplace was having such an issue, I think we might have seen, there's plenty of cautions to maybe get something fixed.
Green flag is out. We are away.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't live. I didn't realize. But with all the cautions, I mean, if you had a lot of damage, spend a little time, you could probably get it all fixed up.
Tony, I don't want to miss a restart. You might talk right through the green flag run we have.
If we miss one, we'll have another one.
Contact between first and second. Tyler Bowers
man.
and Joshua Gaiman make contact. Both those guys into the wall down the straightaway. They're wrecking on the straights, Tony.
Oh, man. Look like two guys going for the same position right there, and not enough room. And as I was saying, too, it doesn't matter about the restarts because we're just going to get another one real soon.
I know. I was going to say, if I'd have let you keep talking, we probably would have got a caution before.
we pretty much did, yeah.
All right, let's go back and look and see what happened. We were watching them as it happened, but just looks like those guys just ran each other out of room. Racing for second. 61, maybe off the wall just a little bit. Tyler didn't expect it. And he goes. Some contact with the wall as well.
Well, Tyler actually is on the radio kind of apologizing for it, so that he probably realized he was probably a little bit too high on the track than he needed to be.
It was close.
Yeah.
It was just really close between both those guys. Gaiman just comes to a stop in turn one.
Yeah.
Not much damage. I don't think there wasn't much damage, I don't think, on Joshua Gaiman. Tyler maybe got a little more because he nosed into the wall.
Yeah, Josh hit the brakes, and he's probably going to be able to regain that spot. But, man, spent all that time working up front. I mean, he's showing in 13th right now.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's...
No, he won't get... No, he came to a stop, so he won't get those spots back. Bowers comes to the pits, makes some repairs. Your pole sitter. Been up front, had an issue, went to the back, was charging towards the front, and another issue racing for second. So he's going to charge back up front, and he's running out of laps. 57 laps to go.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy. Well, it looks like I believe Ben Tracy is actually going to get the lucky dog because Jeff Chandler has finally made it back on the lead lap. So,
wow.
After a long night, he was almost
he was in the first wreck.
Yeah.
He towed. He sit in the pits, fixed his car. Like you said, what, he was 6 laps down, you said?
He was 6 laps down at one point, yeah.
And he's back on the lead lap.
Well, and you got to remember, and we're not including some of the other guys that have been a lap down, but Joshua Gaiman himself was 4 laps down as well.
Lewis Macklin was laps down at a point.
Right. I mean, but just 2 of the drivers were 10 laps down, and they're both back on the lead lap from where we started this race.
Never give up. And you got to time it just right, too, to really, as we're going to come to the green there, you got to time it right to be able to stay out when the leaders pit. But here we go. Jonathan Atkins, Nick Alford, your front row, getting a restart. 55 laps remaining here at Martinsville.
We're only down to 18 cars now on the lead lap, so you would think, I mean, with the amount of players really not left in this, calm down a little bit. Let's at least, get a good 30, 40 laps before we have an issue.
Side by side back here for 6th. Look, Hodge. Hodge has had a heck of a night. Here he is battling for 6th spot. Another comeback story.
Yeah, I mean, and with the amount of attrition tonight, too, and kind of like we were bouncing off of what you were saying earlier, it's if you could get that track position. Jeff Chandler gets a little loose, but he's kept it straight. Ben Tracy in the pits right now, so Ben looks like he's going to be going another lap down there. He does not want to get his laps back, I guess. Oh, man. Lane Allen. Yeah.
I mean, this is happening at the same time. Ryan Huff was loose off the corner as well. Lane Allen spins.
Gaiman as well spinning.
Joshua Gaiman involved. Caution flies.
He has an issue. Wow. 3 different issues, pretty much all in the same vicinity, all in turn 4. Wow.
Let's get busy. Let's try to dissect what happened here. It's like Tyler Bowers was involved as well.
Yeah.
Go back and look at our best when Tire Auto Care instant replay. Bowers.
Yeah, I think Tyler was just kind of an instant bystander throughout that.
Yeah, he gets.
Wow.
Oh, the 14 gets hit from behind. Is that Derek Cat?
That is Cat.
Cat in the back of the 14 who's up into the side of the. Is that I got to go back and look at this. Dissect this again.
Yeah, the 29 gets into the 14. 14 then kind of gets into Tyler Bowers, the 94 on the other side. And then right in front of him, and literally 100 feet from him, the 12 kind of gets into the 61, spins him around. And that's after Ryan Huff just has a self-spin on his own.
So this is the first accident that happened behind him. 29 back in the back of the 14 up into Tyler Bowers, who spins him around. Then 29 finishes the 14 off. At least he finishes what he started. Jeff Chandler barely gets around that. And 29 goes around. And while all that's happening, Joshua Gaiman racing with the 12 of senior. Joshua Gaiman, 12 up the track into Joshua Gaiman, spins him around. That's our second incident there.
Yeah, man.
And then we had the self-spin.
With Ryan the 93.
Huff, coming off the corner. I think any of this was...
And he was the cleanest of all. Didn't hit anybody, didn't hit anything.
So. Goes off the corner, slide sideways, but he never spun, actually, just slid sideways.
Yeah.
Man. Well, that was an eventful restart.
Yeah.
What are we up to? Let's see. Let's pull it up.
I think we're, what, 22 now?
That says 20.
20? Nah. 20. That can't be right. I thought we were more than that.
20 cautions, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess it does. It says 20. I mean, but because it was 3 separate incidents, it should be 22.
Are you counting it? Yeah, we're not counting incidents. Pace car's off, though. We're going to get a restart. Atkins leading Nick Alford here. And green flag flies.
Well, the sad thing is this track does attract cautions. It shouldn't attract this many cautions. And again, like I say, I think a lot of it happens to be the car. And we're cautioning.
Oh, there you go.
3 cars involved, 4 cars involved. Meglin, again, kind of getting the bad end of that.
Chandler involved, 43 involved, 94 involved, because they were back there.
Oh, man.
51.
Well, they were 3 wide.
You know.
Mormon. Wow.
Who's that trying to make a move on the inside? Is that the 94?
Looked like it was the 94 Tyler Bowers, yeah.
That was never going to work.
No. Yeah. 3 wide. Man, yeah, that was... I know you want to get back up there, but that's not the way to do it.
Parking lot. You just caused the parking lot.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I mean, you took out Jeff Chandler, who finally got back on the lead lap after so much struggle tonight. He's been involved in so many things, man. Fortunately, takes out, who was that? Who was the innocent bystander there that got taken out because of that?
Well, the 43 gets involved.
Yeah, the 51 as well, Durant.
Yeah, so the 51 never saw it come. This is the second time for him, too. I think he was the other one the other time. That, Durant is...
I know, we've only talked...
How many times?
Yeah, we've only talked about him just being the unfortunate place, unfortunate time. Don't buy a lottery ticket tonight, David.
I wouldn't go out tonight.
Maybe just stay home for the rest of the night. Calling sick for work tomorrow.
I mean, I know it's got to be frustrating in the 51 there. How many times he's been involved in accidents that weren't his cause? I'm just glad he's still rolling out there. A lot of guys probably would give up at this point, but he's willing to soldier on there, and currently in 13th. But man, yeah, it's got to be getting old. I tell you what else is getting old.
See the color yellow?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind seeing the yellow wood on the on the markers on the inside, but yeah, the yellow flag we could probably do without right now.
All right.
We got a blackjack caution. That was number 21 there.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to gamble on how many more cautions we're going to have?
No, I don't.
I'm hoping it's going to be
0.
less than 0.
We're going to take some cautions off the board. Pace cars off now.
Yeah.
They enter the restart zone. Green flag flies. Another great restart for Atkins as Tim Wortman now the challenger on the outside. Alfred, Fitzpatrick, and Fetter place your top 5.
Well, yeah, Jonathan's got to be loving this right now.
Oh, we got more. They stay
carnage.
Straight somehow. Oh, no, they're still wrecking. Still wrecking into turn 3.
There.
What a mess. What an absolute disgrace.
What? Unreal.
Disgusting.
Looks like just Cavan got loose. Started off, but then
And everybody tries to get going once again. This car has a mind of its own.
Yeah.
Once you start trying to gas it up down the straightaway.
I mean, they were giving them a little bit of room there to kind of gather it back up, some of the guys in the back, so I kind of give them a little bit of credit for that. But yeah, once they try to, looks like Fluger just tried to get back on the gas, and he was so low on the track. I don't know if marbles were down there, but he did have a little contact too.
I mean, it's just, again, this car just, when you try to get on the gas, it just kind of sometimes has a mind of its own. There's low profile tires with the low tire pressures. Yeah.
And two, yeah, I mean, even after that restart, they're probably still, shipping them up as well. Probably weren't even into their top gear at that point. Wow. But yeah, another parking lot.
But you know what happens too? As these guys start, you've seen all these cautions, and you start thinking, these restarts are my only opportunity, because we keep having cautions. They're my only opportunity to pass, and they start pushing harder, and that causes even more cautions even earlier in the restarts, and it just snowballs. See the 21 in the garage back here.
Well, I'm going to throw out a little warning that I got some storms. I got to shut a window here.
Oh, we'll go shut a window. All right. Let's pull up our little
Hopefully
thing
my
here.
power will stay good here.
Are you going to shut a window?
Well, yeah, I can kind of reach it. I didn't say I was leaving.
Oh, okay. 22 cautions. Caution counts at 22.
Yes, we are at 22, and the window's closed.
37 laps when we take the green here at the line. We're getting there.
Yeah,
Just
slowly but surely.
Inching there, yeah.
Well, if we could get more than 2 to 3 green flag laps, we might actually have a shot. We're barely having a hard time getting through 3 corners, let alone 3 laps.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Green flag is displayed once again.
I know it's time to go, but these guys got to have a little bit of patience. And if the car ain't working for you, well, slow the car down a little bit. Give up a spot if you have to.
If you're pushing it 100%, that's all she's got.
That's right. And again, too, like I say, I don't know if the temperatures really changed, man. I guess maybe I'll have to go look at the,
we got a car around on the backstretch.
Hodge around. He gets clobbered. Man. I was looking at the weather, too. Yeah, the forecast has not changed. The temperature has been within 2 degrees of the initial start of this race.
That wasn't Hodge. It was a car under Hodge. Who was that?
That was the 51.
No.
Yeah, who
was that? Casey McMullen? It was Casey McMullen gets loose off the corner and turns Hodge across the track, and guess who hits him? You would guess right if you said the 51.
Yeah. Ouch! Yeah, and Casey just barely got into him, but enough to get him loose.
The hook off the corner gets loose and comes across the track and hits Hodge.
It's like the 93 of 93 got a little taste of that as well.
board with Casey McMullen under the 53 of Hodge. Off the corner, gets loose, and it corrects right. Unfortunately, just barely clips the 53. Big hit on the backstretch. And, of course, the 51. I want to look. Did they slow down? Or did they try to... I see a wreck in front of you here. He tried to cut the gap, and, well, that didn't work out.
Oh, man. I mean, this is one of those tracks, too, that they're usually good about throwing yellows. And if you see somebody spinning, you're best off just getting out of the throttle as quick as possible.
Who is that between our leaders? Got a lap car? Is that the 53 or the 93? Is that Huff?
Yeah. I don't know how he got up in there. He is showing a lap down. Okay, he's falling back through the field now. And I believe they might be extending the caution. That's kind of what I heard. They're asking for it. I haven't seen it showing up yet, though. All right, nothing on the caution. Pace car's off.
I think they got everywhere they needed to go. Getting ready for the restart. Yeah. 32 laps, 31 laps at the line. Atkins and Wortman, your front two. Atkins with another good jump. Wortman in second. Alfred, Fitzpatrick in third place.
Yeah, we're starting to, if the field is looking a little thinner, that's because we're only got about 15 cars on that lead lap now.
3 wide into turn 3. Wide. Boy, they have not learned a thing, have they?
No. Yeah, I don't know if that, I can't believe they made it work, but yeah, I don't know if that would have been the move I would have made.
Maybe Casey was letting every guys goodbye there or something. I'm not sure, but
all right. Well, thankfully they did sort it out there. We got a little battle for third though right now. We got Wortman and Alfred fighting. I guess Fitzpatrick Jr. was able to kind of take over second though from Wortman.
He was. He's starting to close in on our leader, the one of Atkins. Still battle for second. Alfred and Wortman side by side. Wortman on the outside, and yes, we do. And it's not telling me who.
Yeah,
Jeff Chandler.
Chandler, man. Oh, Jeff is having a horrible night tonight.
Let's see what happened for caution number, 23, 24?
That is, 23.
Chandler just loses it.
Fortunately, it looked like it's Luger right behind him. I think he helped him around a little bit more there. That's a hard corner to see, too. I mean, if you're in VR, you can see it, but I know some of these guys maybe with single monitors, you might not be able to see that coming around that corner if there's somebody sitting on the inside there.
It happened right in front of the 21, so.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, Victor probably didn't even see it until it was too late. I mean, if you have triples, I'd assume you'd be able to see it, but I know that you have, like, there's a mirror there, and, you know, there still could be stuff that's blocking your view. I mean, the A-pillar and all that. There's not great visibility out the front of these cars, believe it or not.
This makes me wonder if we need to bring back the caution rule.
I was a fan of it.
24 cautions. Unbelievable. And unacceptable.
Yeah, way more than, I'd say it's about 22 more than we probably should have had.
Counting the stage caution? One more, that's it.
Yeah, the stage caution and one other caution is probably all we should have had.
I know this car is hard to drive, but you got to drive within your means and drive within the car's ability. Plenty of other guys are doing it.
Yep.
It's definitely doable, and it's what's expected.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to be prepared, and you got to realize that, it's the track is going to be difficult. You know, I mean, this is not an unforeseen event here at Martinsville. I mean, there usually are very heavily cautioned, and a lot of it is just because of, the combo, the car, maybe some of the attitudes, and you got to kind of take that mindset going into it and not continue the stereotype of it.
Well, if you can't hack it, just sit home. That's fine. Skip it. I don't care. I mean, it's better for the guys that are willing to show up and go through it. So
Well, yeah. Well, if the
My
car's not
position.
handling, you can just park it too. I mean, if you realize that the car after 50, 100 laps or whatever, you're having issues with it, no reason to be out there anymore. Take your position and go to next week.
All right, 24 laps remaining as we get this restart. Still Atkins up front. New challenger up front, though. Fitzpatrick in second. Green flag flies with Wortman, Alford, and Fetterplace, your top 5.
Well, with all the cautions, I guarantee we don't have any fuel issues out there now, too. But I'll tell you, man, Atkins, I said earlier, he doesn't seem like he has much of a long-run car, but these cautions have been so good to him. He might be able to steal this one tonight if he can stay out in front. He's got some tough competition, though, behind him.
Watching this racing back here, seeing if they can get a little single file or take care of each other. Right now they are single file. Looks like some of the guys having some handling issues mid-pack, but right now, yeah, Atkins looking good. But Fitzpatrick, every restart's able to close up to him within 2 or 3 laps. Unfortunately, we keep getting these cautions. He doesn't have a chance to kind of work his way by him.
Yeah, well, we got it now, and he's right there. Looks like Joshua Gaiman's getting around Casey Mullen. Or no, that was Kevin Ruff he just got by. He's got Derek Catt now in his sights.
Here comes Casey McMullen around Kevin Ruff. Up front, still Atkins. Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, Casey's fighting for 10th right now, and he's going to get him at the line here. Just kind of keeping an eye on that lead here. Jonathan was able to kind of pull a little bit of gap over Fitzpatrick, maybe a car or two. But
20 laps remaining, and they will click off fast here at Martinsville. 19 to go at the line.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick's going to have to really try to see where he can pick up some speed, because I'll tell you, you might be able to catch him, but you got to figure out how you're going to pass him. And then with Wortman right behind him, once you go too wide, you're going to have Wortman into this picture here as well. So
you kind of want to get this done quick too, because you don't know when that next caution's coming out, and that leader has such a big advantage on the restarts. Sure, the 28's looking for a way around quickly here, and he's got older tires. The one does, so the 28 should have a little fresher tires.
He's got that clean air right now, and that top track position. Although he went a little wide here.
He opened the door for the 28. Can he take advantage? No, not yet. Ryan Huff has some issues, but he's towed. We stay green. Nose to tail for the lead.
Yeah, this is going to shake out to be pretty good if we stay green here. Again, too, right when they go too wide, you're going to see the 98, you're going to see the 83, and possibly even the 34 right on them. So, yeah, Fitzpatrick's going to definitely have to try to get there and get there quick.
Atkins doing a great job with those older tires hanging on right now, but how long can he hang on? And how long before Fitzpatrick gets a little more aggressive?
Well, Jonathan got lucky. He got a little, on the outside a couple laps ago, and you saw, Fitzpatrick trying to get on the inside of him. Jonathan cannot do that again. He's going to have to stay down as low as possible, because if he opens up that door a little bit, here comes Fitzpatrick.
Like that, but they both go up the track a little bit. I thought 28 might have a shot there, but he pulls back in line. Jonathan maintains. What a battle here.
Yeah. See, the problem is Fitz can't plan on the run. He's got to kind of ghost him a little bit, but then when the door opens, he doesn't have the run to, he doesn't have the entry to kind of make the exit complete. And it is kind of throwing him off a little bit. It does hurt your rhythm.
Brakes are glowing on that one car. He's using everything he's got right now to try to hold off the 28 of Fitzpatrick here at Martinsville. 12 laps remaining. Older tires up front. How long can he hang on? Can he hang on for this win here?
And the top 6, they've kind of breaking away. We got Victor Fluger sitting 7th right now. So, yeah, I know Victor's had some issues. He might have a little damage. That's why he's not up there with them. He's kind of on his own island there in 7th.
Atkins, Fitzpatrick, Wortman, Alford, Fetter place your top 5 with Tyler Bowers in 6th, Fluger in 7th, Gaiman in 8th, McMullen in 9th, and Kevin Ruff holding on to that final spot in the top 10. Going to be 10 laps to go as they hit the line. 10 laps remaining.
Yeah, I can't believe we made it to 10 to go. Hooray! But man, look at the gap 1 and 2 have over the rest of the field right now. Wortman is definitely struggling right now. He might be going down to Nick Alford here. But there is not one hot lap hero in the top 3 right now.
You're right.
If you notice that.
I just realized that. You are correct.
They started 1, 2, 3, but they are not in a position to even get a podium at this point.
This might be Ford's first win too, if the one can hang on.
Yeah.
Got a Chevrolet breathing down his neck though in second. Although he's lost a little bit of ground here in the last couple laps. It looks like Jonathan Atkins has turned it on, or the 28 starting to get a little loose off the corner. It looks like he was struggling for grip off the corner right there.
Well, you almost wonder too, but was the 28, I mean, we've had so many restarts. Do you think he might have been overcooking the tires, maybe on the restarts, just to try to get by him? And, he might just not have the tire right now. I mean, we know Jonathan had older tires, but, he's just out there going when the flag drops and slowing down after a little while.
Or was he cooling them down because he's starting to close back in now?
Yeah, maybe. Right, it's possible too, yeah.
Up. He opened the door a little bit. Here comes the 28. Just a little contact through the middle.
Well, he knows it's go time now.
Yeah, can't do that.
Looks like Nick Alford now is under Wortman. Nick Alford may have heard me, and he's like, oh, no. He's like, I want a podium this week.
5 laps to go here, side by side for third. I don't want to take my eyes off this battle for second, though, as they come down the backstretch. Or battle for the lead, sorry.
Yeah, well, the top 5 right now are giving us a pretty good run for their money tonight.
That one trying to hold a smooth line through the corner. 4 laps remaining, and these laps are so slow. I'm sure for the one of Atkins. Let's finish this one already. And I want to see that white flag and get out of here.
Well, and they're catching lap traffic. I don't know if they're that much quicker or even going to catch them, but it's got to be in their mind that they see cars in front of them.
So Wortman drops to 4th. Nick Alford does get that pass done for 3rd, so he's going to be on the podium right now as it stands. They're come around turn 4. They're going to see 2 laps remaining at Martinsville.
Man, he gets a shove. Rattled his cage there a little bit, it looked like.
A little bit of contact out of turn 2. One hangs on to it.
Man, hitting him again here.
Beating and banging. They're going to see the white flag. Yeah. 1 lap remaining here at Martinsville. Can the one hang on? 28 gives him a shove up the track. Here comes the 28 to the inside. They're hitting off the corner. Oh, no, the one spins as the 28 goes around. The 28 is going to go in 3 and 4. And he is going to win here at Martinsville after contact on the last lap. The 28 of Robert Fitzpatrick takes the checkered flag.
Wow.
But, Tony, there is a rule in place that if you cause a caution on the last lap, guess what happens?
Yes, there is.
Is that going to mean another 1-2 finish for Hot Lap Heroes?
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, Hot Lap Heroes was able to kind of sneak into 2nd and 3rd there through all that. I kind of felt that it was a little bit too much contact there from the 28. I mean, it's 1 or 2 punts. Yeah, I don't know. 2 laps total. It's probably not the most sporting way to race.
We're going to do our interviews as usual with their top 3 finishers according to iRace, and we'll let the admins figure out the rest after the fact. But Robert Fitzpatrick does take the checkered flag here at Martinsville with Nick Alford 2nd, Brandon Fetter placed 3rd. Let's look at our finishers here at Martinsville. Fitzpatrick in the lead there, takes the checkered flag. Nick Alford 2nd, Fetter placed 3rd. Tim Wortman falls to 4th. Got involved in that with the 1. Victor Pfluger in 5th. Tyler Bowers in 6th. Casey McMullen finishes in 7th spot. Good run for him. Cavanruff in 8th. 9th for Joshua Gaiman. And Jeff Chandler, after being so many laps down, gets a top 10 finish here at Martinsville. You got Lane Allen in 11th. 12th for Ben Tracy. Another rebound for him as well. Atkins falls to 13th. He is going to be fuming. 14th for the 29 of Derek Catt. Lewis Maglin in 15th, 16th for Fitzpatrick Sr. I'll flip the page and let you continue here.
I think you're off about a number there, but Tyler Bauer sitting in 16th, Ryan Huff 17th, David Durant 18th, Alexander Hodge 19th, J.B. Burns 20th, Ed Boyles Jr. 21, Cameron King 22, Richie Coy 23, Mason Hoffner 24th, Brian Dixon 25th, Julio Villalobos Jr. 26, Wyatt Hunley at 27th, and then Brian Bliss rounding out the 28-car field. That was a rough night.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a hot dog.
All right. Sounds good. I'm going to close up things here. When we come back, we'll take a commercial break, and we'll come back and talk to the top three finishers as iRacing has them here at Martinsville. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are Best One.
The best tires.
The best customer service.
The best automotive service.
The best team.
And the best customers. You see, Best One isn't just our name, it's who we are. Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Back here in Martinsville Speedway, finishing up the Martinsville 250 or the Martinsville 24 Hours, whichever one you want to call it there, here on Full Throttle Television.
Yeah.
We are going to kick it over to our post-race show here, presented by Victory Fuel. Remember to go to drinkvictory.com, use code FTSR, 10% off your order there. Get you a hat, a shirt, and definitely pick you up some Victory Fuel. Purple Potion, which the Purple Potion car didn't have a great run tonight, but you got the Throttle Punch.
It's a great flavor.
Yeah, it is a great flavor, not a great finish. Throttle Punch and Lucky Lemon, you got your three choices there. Drinkvictory.com, code FTSR. All right, let's start with our third place finisher tonight. It's going to be Brandon Fetterplace. Let's pull him up. Brandon, man, congratulations. Third place finish in the Martinsville Endurance Race here tonight.
God.
What? Go ahead. Take it away.
Well, that was easily one of the I mean, I don't even know what to say, to be honest with you. That was pretty bad.
Well, listen, let me kind of help you here. Let's talk about the fact that you had to work your way. You had an issue in the pits. I don't know if you remember because it was so long ago, but you had an issue in the pits with the 19. Kind of got you both guys a little cattywampus in the pits. You were you didn't quite pull far enough to get your pit crew started working on the car. And we know pit lane is tight here at Martinsville. But kind of walk us through that. That kind of set you back early on. You had to claw back from that.
Yeah, so I found something in practice that gave me a little bit more speed. I've been worried about this race just because this isn't one of my strongest tracks. And so during that first pit stop, I lucked out at stage, I felt like, and we were coming down pit road, and I'm so focused on trying to make changes or where my pit stall is because you can't see, especially if you're near the front. If you qualify near the front, it's hard to see your pit stall. And I I guess I misjudged it. I thought for sure, normally whenever the cars turn in to go into their pits, they kind of go invisible.
Yeah.
But I guess I just happened to get him. I apologize for it. I mean, it was just a misjudgment on my end, I guess. But
Well, he did kind of turn in late at an abrupt angle too, so I think it maybe kind of it is hard to see around the corner for both of you guys to see your pit stall right there.
Right.
These turns are so tight, so he kind of pulled in at an abrupt angle and kind of late. And it's easy to do. We how many cars we see on Sunday get turned around on pit road? We had a few as well, so. It's really easy to do. It's hard. It's like I said, it's a tight pit road, and everybody's trying to get in there and maximize their time, and it's just rough. But man, you did kind of march back through the field. You talked about this not being one of your better tracks, but you had a pretty good performance there. You stayed out of trouble for the most part, which is more than probably about 85% of the field could say. So, so it was a successful night on that end, at least.
yeah, it was. To be honest, although the cautions were very painstakingly an issue, they were just something. I mean, it's so embarrassing to have this many cautions as a driver here, but at the same time, they kind of helped me because, like I said, it's not one of my best tracks. So I knew I could keep pace for a little while, but on the long run, I would just I'm either not consistent enough driving here, or there's just something with how I had the car set up tonight. But for the most part, I just did what I could to stay where I was at, and I jokingly said, I played a lot of Wreckfest to get ready for this race.
All right. Well, that's good. It's better than Mario Kart in F1, so kind of works the same way, I guess. So skip the simulator for some Wreckfest. I hear you. It's kind of what
That's
we had
right.
there tonight for sure, man. Listen, it's a tough track and car combo. It really is. And as much as we joke about how bad the race was, it is a tough track for some of these guys to get their hands on, but you have to drive within your means, and you seem like you did that tonight. You took what the car was going to give you, ended up with a solid third place finish, man. So congratulations once again. I'm going to throw it to you and let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
Thank you. That's thanks to Highlight Heroes, first and foremost, as always, as I say every week that I get interviewed. Thanks to those guys. They're awesome to hang out with, awesome to race with. They really help out in the chat whenever any of us have issues. Thanks to Premiere for the really fast setups that make me look way better than I am. Thanks to y'all for the broadcast, all the league sponsors, all the admins, everyone who makes this happen every week. Thanks to everyone who watches the broadcast, and we'll try and do better next week.
Well, I hope somebody out there is going to buy us some coffee, because we're going to be pretty busy here tonight. It's going to be a late one for us, man. But again, congratulations on the third place finish, man. And we'll see you next week at Rockingham.
All right. Thank you.
There's your third place finish tonight. Brandon Fetter plays. Tony, I believe you're standing by with his teammate who finished second, Mr. Nick Alford.
Yeah, I'm over here in not victory lane, but in bridesmaid lane. Nick Alford. I mean, this is what, the third week in a row that you've been second place. I mean, you had a clean run. You had a great run, actually. You stayed out a lot of the mayhem like your teammate did for the most part. You led a lot of laps. The car looked awesome. Got a little lucky there at the end, taking home second. Man, how was that race? Long. Besides long.
That was endurance, is what that is. I was so ready to get that race over with. I was like, I don't even care where I finish. Like, I'm done. So done. It was, I don't know what was going on. A lot of the wrecks, I'm sure, were very unnecessary, but it is what it is, I guess. I got nothing to say there.
Well, it looked like a lot of the guys. Yeah, honestly, a lot of guys looked like they just had ill handling cars. They were just getting loose and hitting that seam from the concrete to the pavement. A couple guys getting loose out of turn 4. A couple guys getting loose out of turn 2. A couple guys driving a little bit over their head. But obviously, you weren't driving over your head. I mean, your teammates looked pretty good. Tyler, I know, had a couple issues himself, but you and Brandon looked really good as well. And I don't know, man. Congrats on second. I mean, it was a pretty good run. I mean, an endurance a long time, but I don't know. I thought you guys did pretty well for yourselves as far as you and Brandon did.
Yeah, it was definitely a good day for points. I had a ton of fun just leading the laps. Just kind of pacing the car behind me. I'd get out to about half a second, just kind of pace them. Car was super fast, and with this new package with the horsepower and the aero, you can't just mash the throttle on the exit. So like you gotta kind of feather it, and I think that's probably where a lot of people got themselves in trouble.
Yeah, I'd kind of agree with that. And yeah, I mean, your cars look stable all night, so obviously you got pretty good setups again this week, and you were looking great as well. I mean, just had a really good run. I know the clean air is extra clean, and I also just want to say I listened to your podcast. I actually did my homework.
Oh,
Checked it out, and yeah, you and Brian did a really good job. It was a lot of fun, entertaining. They even got an intro song and everything. I mean, so I
yeah, man,
definitely, I'm sure he'll tell you more about it, but I'd recommend everybody else go check it out.
100%, dude. We had a good episode last night. We had a guest on one of Brian's buddies from his console days. He's trying to come over to iRacing, but he just got to pull together some funds to get a computer. But yeah, we have a good
Well,
time on there. Talk a little bit about iRacing, a little bit about the league, and most of it's NASCAR.
yeah, no, like I said, I enjoyed it. And I implore everybody else to go out and check it out as well. So, I mean, go ahead, tell them about it now. The floor is yours, my man.
Yeah, so Fine Line of Whiskey podcast. It's every Sunday post race about 9 o'clock. We do it live in the Holiday Bar and Grill Discord. If you go to the Spotify page, the link is in there. You come hang out, chat with us while we're doing it, and then it gets posted first thing Monday morning, and usually up around 8 o'clock in the morning.
All right, man. Well, again, man, congrats on second. Anybody else you want to thank? And
Yeah, Hot Lap Beers as always. We kind of had to do a little bit of testing here tonight because the temp was a little bit cooler than what we were used to during A Opens. But that's not always a bad thing. And then Premier Racing Setups, again, you said it, we've been fast all season so far, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
all right, man. Well, yeah, you look good tonight. You got somewhat of a short track again next week. Hopefully, it won't be as enduring. And yeah, we'll see you next week, man. A good job again in second. And again, you got a little bit of point advantage over your teammates. So you're closing in the walls on them a little bit.
I'm right there.
Yep. All right,
boys,
man.
thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. I think we got Mr. Brody. Are you with our race winner there, Mr. Fitzpatrick Jr.?
Yeah, down here in Victor Lane with the 28 of Fitzpatrick. Cross the line, take the checkered flag, man. Congratulations on the win tonight. But let's talk about those last couple laps.
Yeah, man. I knew I was a little bit faster. I don't know if I had fresher tires or not, but my like center speed was. I felt like I was way faster in the center, the exit, and it's like a gray. It's like a gray area where I don't try to wreck anybody, which I don't think I did. I think I just moved them up a little bit and drove them. I mean, I just think that's the only thing you can do at Martinsville if you wanna win. There's no other way to pass. Like I can't go to the outside. I can't do anything other than give them a little bump, move them up one lane like I did, and then drive underneath. I mean, and then I think it was, we were both under control, and then we both got into each other. I think a little bit of like it being a sim kind of took over at the exit where he was like inside my car, kind of, and it might have threw him weirdly, but yeah, I don't know. I guess if he thinks I dumped him, I apologize, but that wasn't my intention. I just had to try and move him up the track just a little bit.
Well, it was definitely a marathon of a night there. Kind of, you had your issues you had to overcome as well there. Run up front most of the night, though. Had a strong car. Yeah, you never want these races to come down to contact at the end because there's always another way, or just accept your fate there. If you can't make a pass around them, you have to just kind of do what you can out there. And every driver has a different code they live by and a different way they approach things. And well, it just came down at the end of the night, to those last couple laps. We did have kind of a run there at the end, though. I was worried And I'm sure you were worried too about it coming down to a restart. The leader has such a jump on those restarts. If it comes down to a green, white, checkered, you were going to have a hard time getting back to him just with the jump he gets.
Yeah, I'd have probably had a hard time even getting second. Starting on that outside.
True. Yeah. We saw that all night. Third place was able to jump second. Usually most 3 stars.
Yeah, I mean those last what was that run, like 15 laps? That was like some of the best racing I've ever had. Like just I get to him and I'm praying for something to happen. Like praying for a slip up or anything. And
what? Now there was a couple of times he did. You caught him and he did slip up the track, and you tried to fill that gap. It's just so hard to pass on the bottom to get the power down there.
Yeah, it's like you get there and then he's gathered, and when he gets into throttle, it's just a run. He gets that little mini run, and that's it. It's all that you need.
Yeah, man, it was a tough night, and again, you were able to get that grab that checkered flag at the end of the night. I'm going to pass it to Tony though. Let Tony have a few words here.
Well, man, yeah, we were watching you throughout the race. I mean, you kind of had a fun battle going, working your way up through the field, and we saw you lurking once you finally got into the top 10, or and even top 5. You were definitely starting to make your name for yourself. So, I don't know, man. Congratulations on the win. It was a great, good effort for you towards the end there. I don't know, you may have bumped him a couple of too many times extra, but I mean, it was an interesting closeout to the race.
Yeah, because I didn't want that to happen, you know what I mean? Like at coming out of 4, but I don't know. I've watched it a few times. I think middle of 3 and 4, he was under full control, and I don't know. I mean, I know he tried to come down on me, which is okay. I get it. He tried to drive down on me and get some contact and slow me down, which is fine. I'm all for it. But yeah, it's just I don't know why. Like his car kind of reacted weird. I think that had to play a little bit part of it too. Like it's like something shouldn't have happened, like like the way that the mechanics of iRacing or something happened. But
well, I certainly do think you had the faster car. You had the fresher tires back there. You kind of run him down a couple times. Look, you backed off to cool your tires. It seemed like for a few laps, and you made a charge back. I thought that you had burned your stuff up. But look, you kind of cooled them off, and you run back to him. But you had the tire advantage.
Spinning it almost.
Yeah,
I was about to spin a few times.
Oh, really? Yeah, I thought you were getting loose on exit. Is what it looked like.
Yep.
Man,
couple times there.
It was a wild race behind you there. I'm sure I don't think you saw much of what was going on back there, but it was a little wild and crazy. It was a long night for all of us tonight. So, man, I'll say again, congratulations on the win tonight. I'm going to throw it to you and let you do your shout outs and your sponsor plugs.
I just shout out the Reichel setups and shout out to the RFH and Warrior Racing. And then again, sorry to him I didn't want to put him back there, but yeah, I don't know. Martinsville, I guess. I hate, people say that all the time. I don't like to say it, but
what, didn't Denny Hamlin say a short track race?
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say that.
All right,
yeah.
man.
I knew you knew that's what I meant.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, well, congratulations once again, man. We'll see you next week at Rockingham. We hit the high banks of the Rock. We'll see you there.
Later, thanks.
All right, there's your winner tonight, Robert Fitzpatrick, getting it done in the number 28. Getting it done in a little bit of a controversial fashion there with a little bump and run, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a good way to put it. Yeah, it was a little rough tonight, and
overall,
it's over.
Yeah, overall the race was pretty rough. If you guys stuck it out in the comments, hats off to you for sure, man. It was a rough one tonight, not our typical performance here in the Victory Fuel Cup Series, but we'll get it cleaned up, I'm sure. We're going to have a long night ahead of us, so we're going to have to get off here. Next week, though, catch them at Rockingham, next Monday night, 9 p.m., Rockingham, The Rock. That should be a lot of fun, Tony. It's a fun track. It's a fun track to race on. New surface, a little bit less bumpy, but still got the character. Should put on a good race. Look forward to it. You guys got to check it out. Make sure to tune in next Monday, 9 p.m. here on Full Throttle Television. But that's going to do it for us here tonight at Martinsville. The Martinsville 250 or 2500 or whatever it was is in the books.
Marathon.
Yeah, the marathon. Robert Fitzpatrick Jr., your winner, first to the checkered flag. And another exciting and entertaining, I guess, race here tonight at Martinsville. For Tony Solari and everybody at Full Throttle Television, my name is Brady Hanna. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week from The Rock.